And we're live.
We are live.
Let's
Not
see.
live.
Let's see how the audio's going.
Live.
Anyone
Live.
around, let us know about that audio, because I set this up, and I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I don't know what I'm doing, guys.
He did a good job, guys. It's okay.
Yeah.
You did great.
I set this up. This is my prep for my own stream, my hot tub stream. So we'll see.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be epic.
Cannot wait. Yeah.
It's gonna be dipping.
I'm gonna have to get like a tarp just in case, because like this carpet here, I don't want to get weird.
Well, no. Yeah, you want to be careful with your home.
And then an extra tarp there where the jello that we do some jello wrestling.
Jello wrestling.
All right, Emily. Apparently you need to say cartridge. Cartridge.
Say cartridge.
I think we all should say it.
Cartridge.
And I'll say it last.
Okay. Say it. Al, you go first.
No, you go first. Now I'm self-conscious.
Are we saying it like Emily? Are we saying it like Emily?
I think so. Let's do it.
Say how you want.
Say it like Emily. Okay. Cartridge.
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 Do it. It's as fun to me as like somebody from Minnesota or like Michigan saying bagel. Say bagel.
Bagel. So-
Bag.
It's like feels like
Bagel.
it feels like that to me. It's that level of fun.
Oh yeah. But yeah, let us know if Emily saying cartridge sounded good, clear.
How do we
Good and
all sound
clear.
saying cartridge?
Yeah.
I think we all should see.
Yeah.
We all sound.
Yeah.
How do we sound? Because I might have to finagle some of the audios. I don't know exactly where everything sits right now.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
low. I could be very boisterous, or I guess, well,
So I would maybe try bumping Branden up on Discord, Dalla. You could move the dial to 200.
Okay, 1 second.
So what you do is you right-click his
Oh,
video.
that is, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Me either.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh, that's so freaking cool.
It's so nice.
I
love
did
it.
not
Okay.
know this. Okay, is Branden?
That's life
I
changing.
learned this through streaming with other people and watching stuff together, watch parties, to control people's audio while watching.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I love
All right, how does Branden sound now? Branden, say something. A soliloquy, if you will.
There
Like a
once was a
haiku.
girl from Nantucket, and something bucket,
Yeah.
something and something something suck it. I don't actually know how it goes.
And there you have it.
There it is.
There you have it. There you have it. Yeah, it's trial by fire right now, Eagle Knight. Like, I'm just, I'm winging it. Winging it with OBS. It's fun.
Also-
Fun times.
I'm not a cartridge doctor, so
No, she's a
You shouldn't
doctor of
trust this.
mathematics.
Okay.
She's a doctor of mathematics. Okay. They don't know.
mathematics and science. It just doesn't apply to hardware or
It
software
doesn't apply to word pronunciation.
or that.
Okay.
Though, I do have some Latin under my belt. That was
Oh, do
the
you?
language of choice in high school for me.
Mm.
Because I thought I was going to go the more traditional doctor route. So I was like, I should take Latin.
Learn a little bit of
It
Latin.
didn't end up that way. But
Yeah.
Okay. They're saying that you're still a little low. I have you at 200.
I think what you could do is turn us down.
That's the other option.
Or ask also, Branden, on your end, you can change your setting, your audio setting. Because I know you don't always have it at 100. So you can just bump it up to 5%.
Oh, yeah.
What about now? How's it sound now?
Yeah. Because I have
think you sound good.
everything in OBS is at like full. So, for
Let
the most
me look
part.
at my input volume. I can bring that up.
Yeah.
How does it sound now?
Show them a little love. That sounds really nice,
A
actually.
little bit of love, a little bit of Monica on my life, a little bit of Jessica on the side,
Yeah, that's
a
the
little
thing.
bit of Tina. What I need,
Let's
a little bit of
let's-
Sheena.
let's not do that anymore.
Yeah, I think.
I think it's convenient that he had so many girlfriends whose names rhymed. Otherwise, I don't think that song happens.
I think that's how he
think
planned it.
Stated them on purpose so he can make
Yeah.
a song that rhymes.
he
Yeah.
knew he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
The guy's a pro.
He's a pro. All right. So while we have everyone here right now, there's two ways we can do this. All right. Perfect. Branden, your audio is good. All right. So And we were talking about it. We're not sure if we want to start from a new save and just kind of go from there, or if everybody wants. I have like a save that's like, I don't know, a couple hours in, has, you know, kind of open to the city that I can play around in and just explore and get weird in. But how does everyone feel? Do you want to start from the beginning and just kind of, because like I feel Branden and Emily have not, or Branden, I think you've played it, right? Or you have not?
I've played Yakuza.
Okay.
0,
Yeah. Emily has
Who
not.
hasn't played it.
Okay. So we could
react to the,
the beginning stages of it.
But we could also just, I think, fool around.
Yeah.
And Kamurocho.
I mean, it opens up like, yeah, Kamurocho, and you can it opens up, and so we can play around, like.
Because I do plan on going back and actually starting Yakuza 0.
Mm-hmm.
By myself, so I could finish the game and start getting into the Yakuza series. So I wouldn't personally mind choice 2, just to see how it plays, and leave the story elements for another day.
There's a lot of yapping.
Yeah.
There's a lot of yapping.
Yapping, and we'll be yapping plenty, I think, during this live stream.
Yeah.
So it'll be too much yapping, right?
So I'll probably just like run around the city and just cause, like, just fight,
chaos.
Cause chaos. I don't know.
Some mayhem. Do some random battles.
See what's around. See what's going on, and try to remember all the controls for the battle, like the different battle styles. It's been a while since I played, but you know, it's a good time.
An hour cutscenes. Yeah, I don't think we're up for that tonight.
Yeah, no.
I'll save that for my own time when I play.
I mean, Emily, to you and me, it is kind of all a cutscene. You know,
that's true.
We're just watching. So
they're just experiencing this. I'm on the sticks today.
For all we know, he could be pre-recording his gameplay and cheating like a streamer.
Showing us a
like
video.
bad streamer.
Yeah, I don't want people to notice how bad I am, so I pre-recorded a elite streamer.
Did you use the tool assist?
Yeah,
some tool
of course.
assist stuff to get like the best gameplay.
Yeah, that's the only way I could do that. I don't want to pull another. I don't want to pull another Doocy.
Already on DCI.
Yeah, I don't want to pull another Doocy.
I think we should share what we're drinking, because I actually have something to share tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I could go.
You go first. You go first. You're the
go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was at the store, and they have this organic craft kombucha drink.
Ooh.
It's I think I don't know what they're called. I think they're just called California Craft Babe Kombucha.
Ooh.
And they're out of San Diego, apparently. But this is Hawaiian Pog, which I was telling Dalla earlier. I finally learned what Pog meant. I had no idea. I've ordered this drink many times, but it is passion fruit orange guava. That's what it stands for. So, I'm going to open it up.
Not to be taken. Not to be what do you call them? Confused with Pogs, the game from the 90s.
Very good as well.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
Exactly.
I like it. It's good. This is non-alcoholic, which I usually like in cans. I usually go draft if I want to have an alcoholic kombucha.
There you have it.
But I recommend it.
Drinking the booch. Drinking the booch tonight.
Sometimes you need a scooch to the booch. All right.
Who got the booch? Baby. Who got the only sweetest thing in the world?
I feel like we are in top tier Branden tonight.
Yeah, I've only had like 2 sips.
Branden night.
I know.
I had 2 sips of my. I guess I'll go next because I'm drinking cognac.
Yes.
Very special cognac provided by your friend and mine, Dalla.
Who's he?
When he made his way back from Mexico. Dalla Smash. You know, our favorite Abdallah Smash.
Abdallah Smash. This will never.
Dude, I wouldn't take it so hard. You're in my top 2 favorite Abdallahs that I know of.
That's true.
Top 3 if it's what I know of. But you know that I know. So that's pretty good.
I'll take it.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I'll take it. I mean, I've been lower on the scale of things, so I'll take it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll take the win.
And I'm just drinking just a typical Topo Chico.
Oh, Topo Chico.
Hard seltzer. Branden and I picked it up as we were going to the Weird Al concert a couple weeks ago and got like drowned.
What was the best
song?
Literally drowned. Yeah. I was like, my shoes were...
the best song that we heard,
yes,
in my opinion, was the song that I wanted him to play, because I really only know one album from Weird Al. I listened to one album. I think which one was it? Was it Bad Hair Day? I don't know. I don't even remember. I had it on, like, someone had like copied a cassette for me. That's how I had it. And it was Everything You Know Is Wrong. And I was like, there is no way he's gonna play that song. That's like a deep cut off a really old album. But it was like the third song he played, and it was just before the weather got nasty. So I was like, okay, at least I had that. I'm getting to hear that song I've loved since I was like 10 years old. To have that song live, that was good.
That was awesome to see. And then I was happy to see, well, kind of see. We were in the middle of being, drowned. But I was able to at least see him put on his fat suit and sing "Fat I'm Fat."
Oh, for Fat, right? Yeah.
Because that's a classic.
They had they had the whole video, because he did like a costume change between every song.
Exactly. So they played like the.
So they had to cut to a bunch of videos.
So they played the intro to the music video. If anyone has seen the intro to that music video, it's really funny. So they played that, and then it like switches to him like on stage in his fat suit and everything like that. And it's fun. He has a lot of energy for a man that's getting close to 70.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah, he's pretty old. All right. We could.
So when was the last time you guys revisited Zero here?
Oh.
I've only ever visited it. I've never revisited it.
When was that?
And it's been 4 years?
Oh,
I want to say maybe 5. 4 or 5 years.
The save I'm gonna pull up is probably from like 6 months ago when I was like attempting to replay the series. Or I never finished the series because I played like I played Zero, and then I played Like a Dragon, and then I never didn't play anything after that. And so I was like, I need to. I know it's terrible. But after playing Like a Dragon, I was like, I need to replay all of the series, and before I play Infinite Wealth, so I can finish the Kiryu story. And so here I was playing this again. Didn't get far until I got sidetracked. So this is me revisiting that save.
Oh, good question in the chat. Hostess Club minigame is great. Question: Yakuza minigames versus Final Fantasy minigames.
Ooh.
I have to. Overall, I think Yakuza. I did most of the Rebirth minigames I did like, but that hasn't been the norm for Final Fantasy. That's kind of a new thing. So we'll see how the series evolves. But I think Yakuza, for me right now, has the edge.
Yeah, Yakuza just has like the most, ridiculous kind
just
of
insane.
minigames.
Like fun.
And they're fun.
They just look fun.
Like in Like a Dragon, you have full kart racer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. And then there's like the other side content, right?
Yep.
But yeah, for Final Fantasy, I'm trying to think of the side games I did other than OG 7, which I didn't really like personally.
Yeah, the snowboarding.
And then like the army thing, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I had to get through those.
Yeah.
I'm not a minigame fan though, so I am biased in that direction.
Yeah.
I like maxi games.
It depends. Like a Dragon just had so many good mini games. Like there was the mini game where you're basically like running a business and like you're basically trying to make as much money as possible. And I finished that whole like sequence, and it took so much time, but it was somehow like addictive. On paper, it doesn't sound like anything special, but like it was just an addictive game. All right.
Well, what do you think? Should we?
Yeah, we could jump in.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I might have to play around with the audio for the game itself too. It might be a little loud. So, like everyone, let me know if it gets a little too loud.
Yeah, Clayton. It's a long series, but I want to say not all of the games are super long themselves. Like the first 2, I think in particular, are on the shorter side. It's not until like 3 or 4 that they start turning into like 40+ hours without any side stuff. Become these massive undertakings.
I hear also like you can kind of mainline these games too if you want to get through them a little bit quicker. I don't know if I would, as someone who likes to do all the side quests. It's possible.
All right.
Here's our boy.
Look at him. I'm walking around.
This looks really good too. When did this originally come out?
Oh shoot.
Oh, when was it?
Oh no.
2019, 2018?
And we should note that this is the PC version. It's not the new Yakuza 0 on Switch 2.
Yeah.
No, let's have the Switch 2.
Although I did play a Switch 2 for the first time over the weekend.
How was
Played
it?
Mario Kart World. It was fine. Mario Kart World is fun, like you expect. You know, it's a Mario Kart game. It doesn't feel like, in terms of the gameplay, it doesn't feel drastically different than 8, but I don't think anybody wanted it to. You know.
All right, let's see.
The knockout. We did the knockout tour pretty much. That was all I did, was play knockout tour a few times, and that's a cool idea. I'm surprised that's the first game that they've done that in. But yeah.
Yeah, the knockout tour. I tried that when I was hanging out with Inferno Fox that one time.
Oh right, yeah.
And that was a ton of fun. I enjoyed that.
It's strange to me though that is the. We will talk about this Yakuza game. Sorry. It's strange to me that Mario Kart is like the launch title for the Switch 2 though. Like Mario Kart, yes, is a very, very popular game, like the most popular game on the Switch. So it seems like it would make sense, but it doesn't feel like a sticky or grabby game to me. Like it's a staple. It's like mashed potatoes. Like you want to have it there as part of your meal, but it's like that's not the thing you're going in looking forward to. You want like that good steak, or like that big old pork roast or something. Like the mashed potatoes are nice, and you expect them. And you know they're going to be good. But like, does that make sense? Like it's not the thing.
If you're more of a social gamer, solo gamer.
I suppose so, but like, you know, at this point, there are still millions of more Mario Kart 8 players than there are Mario Kart World players. So
That's
if you are,
like,
yeah. So like, I'm just saying, like, if you're primarily
adoption,
if you're primarily, you know, just playing to have fun with your friends, like, chances are you're still playing Mario Kart 8. Maybe on your Switch too. You know, maybe you're playing.
Unless you're just a really big Mario Kart enthusiast. But I can't say.
I don't know, but yeah, that's my thing. It's like that's why I'm not excited about it as a launch title. It's like,
well, I think it's a given as JRPG fans.
Yeah, I like other, you know, other Nintendo systems have had non-JRPG launch titles that I've been really excited about. Breath of the Wild or Twilight Princess.
Well, how do you feel about the new Donkey Kong game?
I'm pumped for that.
I don't like Donkey Kong. I'll be honest with you. Like,
really?
I'm just not a Donkey Kong. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It's fine.
Play like regular Donkey Kong though. It seems very different.
It
does. Yeah, it's the destructible environments. Like it looks cool. It looks like a technical showcase for sure. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not rushing to get it, but I think eventually I'd like to play that game.
Yeah, I might.
I never really had a Donkey Kong game I liked, other than a little bit of the port on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I liked Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. I liked Diddy Kong Racing. I think that's it as far as Donkey Kong games I've played, though.
No.
I played 64. Get him, Dalla.
So apparently there's some weird changes to Yakuza 0 Director's Cut.
Oh, really?
And there's some added content too. I heard there's like, was it 25-minute worth of cutscenes?
Like, what do they add? Like two?
No, I haven't actually looked into it, but it would not mean much to me, I think, if I were to read it.
All right, I'm not gonna go to this next story scene, but let me see. We can do. Ooh, batting skills. I can show how bad I am at that probably.
Clayton, why would they make fun of you for playing Cyberpunk on the Switch 2? I feel like if you want the handheld experience, like it's better than the Steam Deck. That's what I've heard.
I think it's totally valid as especially now, like when it's the latest and greatest handheld tech.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, you know, go nuts if you are looking for that experience. Handheld.
That game's actually on the cart.
Right. It's good for collectors. It's a good game now, apparently. Like I haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's a good game now. So like, why not?
Like,
play it the best way you can play it.
You play it on PC, sure, it'll be better. But if you want the handheld experience, like I think it's a no-brainer to play that on the Switch 2 if you have it.
Yeah. That's how I would do it if I was, especially if I traveled a lot. I feel like well, actually, this year is kind of, you know, showing the lie of the statement. But I usually don't travel that much. I'm traveling a lot this year, but usually I don't travel. So, but if I traveled more, I would probably invest more in like the handheld gaming aspect.
I don't like to travel with handhelds, except like a couple of handhelds, and usually for shorter distance travel. Like if I anticipate being stuck in the airport for
Wait a minute.
like a good portion of my trip, because otherwise I'm just gonna be doing other things than gaming.
Oh yeah,
away.
these guys.
Yeah, I only
like
do
handheld gaming for the comfort at my home.
I do handheld gaming on planes. Like that's kind of the only time I play handheld, is when it's like I'm trapped here, and I'm not gonna. What do the kids call it now? Raw dog it. The younger generation have taken the very gross sexual term raw dogging and turned it into a word that means like just doing nothing and being bored, which I think exemplifies this generation personally. But it's just like
I did not realize that.
Yes, that's what they mean when they say raw dogging. They're not being disgusting. They're just sitting there and not doing
bored.
Just being bored, embracing the boredom, I guess.
As you do.
But Makoto was saying that the added cutscenes felt overall lower in quality. So it sounds like they kind of just tacked it on as an excuse to release it on the Switch 2 and charge more.
Oh, like just like perfunctory new content. Here's your game.
On the game key card.
On the key card.
Yeah, I saw that Digital Foundry did like they were reviewing, or like not reviewing, but like looking at Cyberpunk on the Switch 2. They said it's like probably the best a handheld version you'll be able to play. Just how well optimized it is. Oh no.
It is for all the criticism, it is a beefy console. Which is funny because the Switch was decidedly not, even when it came out. Like it was using a 3-year-old cell phone processor or something at the time. It was really just Nintendo scraping together what they could to try to take themselves out of the Wii U. So they got a little more money to throw around this time.
Yeah, I think if you only had to choose one console and you wanted something with a bit more flexibility with what you do with it, I think the Switch 2 is a good option for sure.
Oh yeah.
You just had to choose one.
Let's see. Oh, I can bowl.
Clayton, there's been like so much discourse, I think, on the Switch 2. It's been annoying a bit, I think. Like you
I kind of want to do batting cage.
I guess it from both sides, right? You have people who are annoyed that you have a Switch 2 or annoyed that you don't have a Switch 2. Like, you never win. There's just so much discourse.
Oh God. I gotta get away from that guy. Hold up.
Oh no.
I don't want him to wake
Dallah,
up.
I realize that you are playing Yakuza now.
we're just yapping. That's why we're.
No, that's what you're here for.
So I'm drinking very special Hennessy. A little bit of cognac.
Right.
Cognac West.
Yeah.
I think people should get a Switch 2 if they want one.
Branden is a little cognac boy. Ah!
I love cognac because it's sweet like me.
Can't say it's my drink of choice. I'm glad you.
Oh no.
Now, Dallah, explain to me, because it's been a while since I've played this game, why you are on fire.
Yeah, it's spicy purple.
Oh, that's just like the fighting stance I'm in. Hold up, let me see if I have.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember if I have any health.
So you're in rush? Is that what that is?
Need a little health boost. Yeah, I guess.
I've been watching that fighting anime, Windbreaker.
Oh, like, yeah.
It's kind of reminding me of the second season when they're in the red light district, just duking it out.
What is this? Batting center. All right, I'm gonna attempt to bat. It's gonna be real bad.
Oh, a minigame. You get to see a minigame.
Do the batting. Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't want to see. I don't care about this. Okay.
Have you done batting when you're, or did you do batting when you're in Japan?
No.
No.
I forgot how do I do it.
Apparently true. We did it in the Nintendo Museum.
That's
in
right.
those little batting
Those
cages.
oversized stuff, right?
Is it
Yeah,
just
so
A?
technically
Yeah,
I
okay.
did. Just not with baseballs.
find it amazing that baseball's so popular in Japan.
Mm.
It's super popular. I love watching baseball in
That's
Japan
delicious.
is a lot of fun. All right.
Okay.
Okay, let me
Don't
see.
mess this up, Dal. You better
All
win.
right.
Yeah, Windbreaker's fun. Unlike halfway.
Oh, all right, guys.
I've
This
been-
is terrible.
What?
I'm.
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
All right. I'm gonna do this again. No judgment. Actually, no. Judge me all you guys want.
All the judging.
All right.
I can't really. I'm really bad actually at batting. And
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even tell what they're expecting you to do. Like, it's not clear from the UI what it's even asking of you. So I don't blame you.
Do you just have to practice a bunch and
Yeah.
then just see like where the ball is, time it? It just seems like they're checking your endurance here.
Yeah.
There
Is
you
it all
go.
timing or is it
I'll just take you to
like
learn.
positioning as well?
Oh nope. I jumped the gun on that one. Got too twitchy.
What is buzzing?
All right, I'm gonna do it again,
Wow.
and then I'll go and run around some more. See if we can find some side stuff, side quests.
Side piece.
There you go.
So at this point in the game, are you just limited to one area, or how much does it like open up?
Oh nope. I have to entertain myself 10 times, guys.
Sorry, Dal's really zoned in right now. I don't think
He's
you
really
heard you.
zoned in. I was just.
Did you say something? I was trying to focus on the ball.
You can keep focusing. It's okay.
No, I'm gonna walk away from that. I hit a few. You know, I did okay, I guess.
You didn't embarrass me
better
too
than I would do
badly.
it.
Okay, that's all right.
I can't even hit like I'm really bad at batting in real life or anything with like I've been pretty good at sports. Like I could throw a football.
Oh, here's some.
Just anything when you have like an appendage, like a hockey stick or a bat. I'm really bad with those.
What? Oh yeah.
I used to have really good accuracy throwing things, and at a certain point, I suspect. So after I started taking this particular medication, I suddenly I've never been able to throw straight since. I don't know if it's just a coincidence and something else in me broke, but since I was like in my late 20s, I have not been able to throw
I'm on the
straight.
controller.
Like if you're like,
rough.
hey, you want to play bean bags or something? I'll be like, no, because I will be very bad and frustrated and have no fun.
When's the last time you bowled?
It's been a few years.
I actually went
been a
bowling
few
the
years.
other day.
I do feel like when you're younger, you're usually more active, right? And so you'll be
Oh,
throwing
no.
things more often. And so when you
I saw him
enter like
sleeping over
those
there.
college years or post-college, you're less into sports, so it could be more difficult to have access.
That may be
to
the
it
case for
against
some people, but it did not apply to me.
that. Like I don't know if I could hit a three-pointer. I used to have a really good three-point shot.
I was never active.
I played much basketball.
Yeah.
in the days.
I was never active, so
Hey now, guys.
I did play basketball a little bit.
Don't
in
worry.
Junior high.
I'll show off my juicy skills soon.
You'll have to, just how many times could I break this game? And you'll load up.
Where you going?
Yeah, we could do like QA tester stream where we just try really hard to break a game. That'd be fun.
North Pink Street. Where's North Pink Street?
If we play a new game that hasn't been patched to death, it would probably be too easy.
Hotel District, Park Boulevard.
I'm glad all the Switch 1 games have been playing well on the Switch 2 for you.
Pink Street,
Played
okay, here.
some. Eventually I'll get that upgrade. I'm just not in a rush to get it now.
Yeah, I was saying to
Nice.
somebody today in a comment response where I was like, because they were saying the same thing. Like, if I get a Switch 2, it's going to be mostly to play my Switch 1 games right now. There's nothing like that I'm super excited about that's Switch 2
That's it.
exclusive. And I was like, yeah.
Oh wait, how do I
change?
change? Hold up, let me
Hopefully
see.
that'll change in a couple years because most consoles they need time to build
Okay,
a
there it
nice
is.
catalog.
I was trying to remember. Trying to remember all the different. All right, let me
Now
grab.
the bike.
Can you pick up a bystander and throw the bystander into the game?
Come
now you're
here.
a big, heavy brawler boy.
Yeah. I usually don't like the brawler. Like, it's too slow for my taste. But I saw we got to throw some bicycles in the mix.
3 sword Sama. Good night. Tell the kids to
Good night.
behave. All right.
Oh,
Get stern.
dad voice. Get that going.
Get stern.
Go to bed. All right, let's see.
Get your butt in bed.
We'll catch you later. Oh boy. Let's get fight some. I think this is Pink Street too. All right, pretty perfect. I'm gonna get away from. I don't want to do this. Can you do this one, brawler maybe?
Guys, I'm so sad about just the fact that the new season of Dandadan has a different opening theme. I know it's normal that anime do that, but like, how do you take that first? Yeah, it's like, how do you take that first season song and then replace it? Anything that you replace it with is going to be like, in comparison.
Sometimes they surprise you. Like, there's been some where I loved the first season opening, and then somehow they did even better the second season. So
That can happen for sure.
Yeah.
It can happen for sure. I just like, I haven't liked a song as much as I liked the Dandadan.
We all can't be like Inuyasha opening and ending closing themes, where like they're all just bangers.
Though, I
Did
have a
Scenario
confession
Art
to
do a Inuyasha song? Oh, what's that? What's
I
your
usually
confession?
skip the opening song whenever I listen to it once, and then I skip every other
I do
episode.
too on I do too on most shows except Dandadan and Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
I watched every Chainsaw Man opening, and then I would sometimes watch the Chainsaw Man opening just on YouTube because I liked that one a lot too.
Oh boy.
Very,
Sorry,
very
I
good
interrupted
music.
something. Were you guys gonna say?
He is. I don't know.
I don't know. What were you going to say, Dollar?
What?
Anyway.
Oh, I don't remember.
Maybe it was Naruto that had a. There was
hold
a
up.
Scenario Art did the ending theme for one of the ending themes for some show, and I think it might have been that show.
Oh, the One Piece openings are great. I like the ones that TV excluded. Back in the day.
What do you want? Yeah. Oh, the Gundam themes are really good too. Yeah. Like Gundam Wing had a lot of really good themes. Endless Waltz theme was probably one of my favorites.
When I
Gundam
was
Wing, man.
in Japan last summer, we did karaoke on
That island, right?
yeah, it was on the island. Why am I blanking on the island name now?
Excuse me, guys.
The one with the moss forest. That we were stuck there during a typhoon. But anyway, Yakushima Island.
Oh
And,
yeah.
there were a couple of like people who could speak English there, and they were encouraging my friend and I to do all these English songs for them. They're like, "We'll do anime opening songs for you if you give us English songs." It's really cute. Like, do you know this anime? I'm like, yeah.
And I'm guessing Ellie was like, no.
She doesn't. Well, actually, she's into anime now. I got her. Into
Oh, is she? You got her? You got her hooked?
anime.
Okay.
I finally got her hooked.
Yeah.
Good.
Before, like when we went to Japan, that trip though, she wasn't that familiar. She knew a couple. I think I got her to an anime expo. She found some shows that she was interested in. She started watching for the rest. But anyway, they were so good at singing. Like Japanese people who do karaoke regularly are so
Oh.
good. Like I was
Practicing the skill, you know? Practicing the skill.
yeah. There's this one girl. She did the Evangelion opening. So good.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah.
It was like a little mini concert I was in. And then she did a One Piece song for me. It was good.
I'm all for
I-
karaoke in Japan, and here too.
I love the Cruel Angel's Thesis as a song, and I even like the opening. It's cool animation. There are few anime that have an opening song that is less fitting for the theme and the tone of the show than that song. Like, it is such a dark and heavy and depressing show, and that song's just like,
Dun, 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 dun.
How's Paradise
that's the
Island
show that
song?
had 26 episodes with the same opening. They didn't change it once.
No, back then they didn't do it as often, unless you went past the
Yeah.
26 episodes maybe. It was popular in like
Yeah.
shonen,
There's like a long
shonen
break
style.
between seasons.
Like back then, it was like very much a shonen thing, or like, you know, the series like Inuyasha, like Naruto, and all those
That
other
went on
things.
and on.
They kept going. They would change themes. All right, let's see. What should we do?
Do you have a favorite street? in this game?
A favorite street?
I don't know.
I don't know if I have a favorite
Yeah.
street. I haven't
Favorite
quite
spot?
pinpointed a favorite.
area. I don't know. It just looks so alive. It's pretty cool. So far.
I need to buy some more health items probably, just in case.
It doesn't show your health, right?
It's in the top left. What is that guy flipping right behind me?
Cropped out.
Get out. I have a ton of money anyway, so I can just.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can find the store.
Okay, so-
I'm gonna go buy some
And so
health
he's
items
purple
just in
because
case.
you're in the third rush stance? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's 3 stances that I have right now,
Okay.
and they all have different styles. But I like the rush stance because I usually like being fast more than like the slow. Can't.
It makes sense.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah.
As
Can
the
I
venerable
get-
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Can I get?
And for chat, Brandon and I have to watch this on YouTube because we can't figure out how to watch what Dallah's stream at the same time. So our comments might be a little delayed from what you're saying.
I think the only way we could do it is if he shared, like if he added that to the Discord, and I don't know if that. I think we tried that, and there was some issue.
I think we
with that.
tried
It was like an
that,
audio issue.
but
There
we
was a-
couldn't
there was like-
simultaneously do it, or
There was
was
some
weird.
yeah.
I think we were able to mute
We're
the
noobs.
sound there, or something weird. I don't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Something was messed up. We
We'll
might have to
have
try
to-
it again.
We'll futz around with it in between sessions.
Oh man.
I think next time it's Emily's turn, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll be manning the controller.
So,
not next week.
if you guys have anything you want Emily to play,
Yeah,
Let her
drop us
know.
drop in the chat what you want, and we'll use it in consideration of what we play.
Consideration.
Yeah.
Whatever's in my Steam library. Open game.
Yeah, and she does have a pretty extensive Steam library.
I have over 700 games there in my shared library. So lots to choose
Yeah.
from. And lots of stuff outside my scope. So I'm willing to try whatever.
Let's get her outside the comfort zone, guys. Let's get her in something weird.
yeah, let's have her.
Not too weird.
I'm trying to think of a ridiculous game that
Let's
she
get
can
her
play.
on a milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk.
What?
Well, I'm
You
already gonna
played
have
that?
some milkman
No.
stuff tomorrow.
I played milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of
I
milk.
don't know what that is. Is that a game?
It's a visual novel. It's not. It wouldn't be. I don't think it'd be a great stream. It wouldn't be a
Probably
great group
not.
stream. It's like kind of a
Visual novels are
psychological
hard.
horror visual novel.
I was telling Brandon and Emily the other day that we should maybe do a stream that we play Phasmophobia as a group,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
and we just get real creeped out.
Okay.
I just want to see like Emily's reaction to playing that with us.
I don't know if it'll be that
Ye-
entertaining. We could try it.
I feel like you do okay with horror stuff. Like it's not your preferred
Oh,
genre,
I
but I think
have no
you're-
issue with horror. I might be kind of a blank face.
Yeah,
How I approach horror, I don't know if I'll have the best reaction.
I can work
Because
on
usually
some
it takes me
like.
a second. Like, is it supposed to be scary? Okay, this is scary.
Wait, what am I doing here?
You trying to
One of
scare
those
me?
people. I overanalyze these things too much, unfortunately, for a good reaction, I think, to horror stuff.
Among Us could be fun, although I feel like you probably want to have a bigger group.
Yeah, there's.
Three's a little, because then it's just like
Hello.
one liar out of like a third of the game. A third of the game is liar. So I don't
Have a
know.
30%.
I do like Among Us a lot.
50% chance if you're not the liar.
Yeah, if you're not exactly.
Yeah, it was just a 3.
I mean, if we were to organize some kind of a bigger, that might be a fun like community event.
Multi-stream.
sometime.
Yeah. We were talking about Cat Quest, but that's the only thing too.
Is that if it's 3 players, we should play Cat Quest.
I don't know about Cat Quest 3, but I know 2 was only 2.
Oh, okay.
multiplayer?
It is 3 players, yeah. But it's I think it's only co-op, like couch co-op. 3 like.
Oh, it's only couch co-op.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes in Steam you could do local co-op through online.
Like stream.
I'm not sure if that's the case here though.
Yeah.
We have to do some research.
We'll have to research that. Something's telling. Oh wait, this is for I think my next story beat.
What's going on? I just realized my camera is pointing so high. I look like just a tiny little guy
Some pool.
in the
I thought
bottom
that
of
was
the
the
screen.
purpose.
I thought you were. I thought that was the look you were going for.
Because you were like scooted way back, so you could look.
I
small.
did it first as a joke, and then it became just like how I was, apparently.
Now you're stupid.
Oh, look at this guy.
No, I'm perfect. That's bad. That's...
We love short kings in the
I don't know if I
membership.
showed
Yeah.
this on stream before, but my wife made this,
My wife.
or had this lovely glass made for Christmas for me, so that I could sip my cognac with
Have
my
you shared that
channel.
on the Discord?
Maybe we
You've
did.
been
I don't
sharing
remember.
glasses. You should share that. When it's,
Oh, I don't know if I missed that.
do it again.
But she gave me that right after Mungunzu, who used to do this Liquored Up Live show, stopped doing a show. And I was like, no, I don't have, like, that's why I wanted it, was for that show. And then he stopped doing it. So I'm like, okay.
We could do it for our lives now.
I will. That's why it's here. Yeah. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Or if you decide to do lives on your channel, that's something.
I might start a streaming channel if I do it. I think I might do it like as a separate.
I wouldn't separate.
I understand the
It's
reasons
not going
not
to
to.
confuse it's not going to, I think, impact your debut channel.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
It'd be
a
hard
little
to
more.
get people to move over to another channel. I think the main thing.
Well, it's like if I was going to start doing streaming on a regular basis, that almost doesn't matter. Like if I'm starting over, I don't know. I'll have to do a little more research into it. I've heard conflicting things about it
I
having a
think
negative
things have
impact.
changed. Like the negative impact was like maybe last year. I think they've made it so it's less of a negative impact. At least I don't think it's been a negative impact to my channel yet.
I think there was a lot of demand for you to stream. I don't think that there's demand among my viewers to stream. Like
Hey,
it might be
you haven't
something that they
asked
would.
them. You should ask
No,
them.
I know it might be something that they would enjoy if it turns out I'm okay at it, but they have not
Mahjong.
specifically asked for it. So yeah, it would be a harder sell regardless.
We're not.
I
Maybe
think
not
short king
erotic
is
videos
defined
today.
as relative. It doesn't necessarily need a certain height. It's all relative.
The
We're
short
not-
king is only short in the eye of who beholds him.
Exactly. The eye of the beholder.
Please behold me.
Okay. Get that hot tub.
Look at this
Come
guy.
right over.
Look at this guy.
Behold you whenever.
Please, miss. I thought heard something. Someone wants to attack me.
So, when it comes to the combat in Yakuza, is it very similar? Like, how many games are similar combat to this?
Yeah, I mean,
0 through 6 are all basically the same, right? And the man who erased his name. And is Pirate Yakuza turn-based or is it action?
I think it's action. I think it's a brawler. But, I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it is.
The Judgment ones are brawlers as well, I believe. Yeah.
And Kwami.
All
Yeah, I
right.
started Yakuza Kiwami, but it was immediately after I finished Yakuza 0, and I think I was just like, I need a break. And so then I took a break, and then I got distracted, and then I started YouTube, and then I never went back to it. So I need to get back to it.
And you're just hyper fixated on more traditional JRPGs.
Yeah. I was like, can I make content about this? If not, then
so.
forget it. I
I
could
think
now.
there's a
I
ton
feel
of
like I
demand
could.
for Yakuza.
I feel like I could now, but at the time, I don't think I was thinking of them as really JRPG enough.
All right.
But now I think they are. So
Yeah, yeah.
We can try doing the karaoke.
Do it.
let's do it.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna do that really badly because I think I'm terrible at the karaoke.
Should we actually
Good, I
Let's see.
hope so. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they'll actually sing. Yeah.
Oh, too bad Brandon can't have the right timing.
I know.
To sing along.
I would totally do it. It'd be fun.
All right. This is gonna be terrible, guys.
You can sing after the fact. How about that?
Yeah. I didn't get to do karaoke when I was in Japan because I mean the group I was with wasn't super like Jen. I've never heard Jen sing. Like, and I've known her for 22 years.
What's the rules? For
So she wasn't going to be into it at all anyway.
Oh man, this is gonna
We
be.
got to be with a different crowd.
Wouldn't have expected to participate unless I felt pressured a little bit to sing English
Yeah.
songs to these Japanese people in this bar.
Anybody have
That's
a
I can't sing well, but it doesn't.
Anybody have a preference on song in the chat? They'd like to see me do terribly.
We're gonna have to leave it up, I think, as an option, so we could see it.
Yeah, I'll give it a moment.
I don't know any of these songs.
Yeah, not
For those who are
Do you have a
Yakuza fans,
I see a high score there.
don't talk about that. That's a 15.
He did okay.
I sung once and it was terrible, and I never went back. Okay.
Looks like you need to practice that one.
Are you going to do lively interjections or sing?
I don't know. I think that's what
What's
it.
the
I don't think-
difference?
I don't
think-
know. I don't think I ever did lively interjections.
All right. I don't think anybody
that
has
just
any
like
preferences.
Punctuations?
Let me see.
Random
Which one do I want to
shouting?
do?
I don't know. They still let you dance too.
Heartbreak Mermaid or Rogue of Love.
Both of those sound like ballads.
Oh, I
Rouge
got
of Love, I think.
Baka Mitai. Okay. Sometimes I wanna look at a baka.
Shine, shine.
I was gonna say, does that mean I want to see an idiot?
Yeah, basically. All right.
So are these more like slow songs or like J-pop?
Oh my God, this is awful.
We're not seeing it yet, but it's good to
We're
know.
not seeing it or hearing it.
It's good to know how. Good to know how you're feeling.
Yes. We have the
It's actually not
preview.
going too bad.
Okay, okay. I don't get the bird though with the CD on his head.
Everybody's got a mascot.
Japan, that is true. In Japan, you can't turn a corner without seeing a mascot somewhere.
Can't get away from the mascots.
You can't.
The first mascot we came across was a kappa in some, it was like the mascot of this particular neighborhood.
How about the train station?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Every single different region has their own mascot. Like the penguin is the one in Tokyo, but just like
Oh,
in
yeah, I
Japan,
remember
in one of
seeing
the
that.
other
Ah, I missed them.
regions.
Penguin one.
Yeah. It's not too bad. I would just have to. Depends on the controller because I always have to look down to see how the A, B, and X, Y buttons are buttoned because they're always different.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't do it.
confusing.
I don't use my Xbox controller as much, so I always forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I don't know why they had to go with the Sega Dreamcast route and not just the more popular.
Can't they all
Nintendo
just be uniform?
I
I
know.
would like that.
All right, that
I
was
always have to
not
look
as
down
bad
every
as I thought it was going to be. I might actually get a
I
better
think it was an
score.
improvement.
I think
Yeah,
it,
I think it was an improvement.
Be higher than a 59?
Let's see. My score is. Oh man, look at that! I'm a professional at this point, guys. I play games.
Such a professional. You play games.
I play games
No,
sometimes.
he looks miserable at the bar scene earlier.
I mean, he's just
He
having
does,
a,
but
he's
I
having a
think
rough
he's just a-
night.
He's
By
just
himself.
a brooder.
All
He's
right.
just a brooder.
Now I'm gonna, I don't know, run around some more, I guess. And if you want me to do
No
some
more
more,
songs?
you,
No more
you want me to do another song? I can go back and do another song if everyone
I
wants
think you
that.
should sing along.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna sing another song.
Sing a song.
Maybe I'll go for redemption on the first one. Oh,
Sing
well.
out loud. Sing out strong.
Sing it out loud. Loud and proud.
All right. I might do like I feel like Heartbreak Mermaid really speaks to me. Oh,
Go for
simple interjections and lively. I don't know. This is gonna be. Okay. Well, I don't know what that means, but we'll do it.
Okay.
I forgot which one that was.
Are any of these like city pop?
I love City Pop.
City pop's so fun. I'm glad it made like a comeback or a trend. Came back.
Oh, I mixed up this.
I feel like a lot of my like college friends think that I'm very weird for liking City Pop.
For what? For
For
like,
liking
how's that
City Pop.
weird?
It's just
No way.
extremely cheesy, but like I love it.
It's cheesy, but
What do you like?
most pop is
City
cheesy.
pop.
Oh, City Pop's great.
I love it. Yeah, no, I think cheesiness is not always a bad thing. I think it can be a good thing.
Yeah,
Better
most pop is
knee.
cheesy.
It's cheesy in a
So-
different way than most pop, but yeah.
I want you guys to watch K-pop Demon Hunter so we can talk about it.
K-pop Demon Hunter. What's that on?
It's on Netflix.
On
It's not very
Netflix.
long, but it's fun. And I like the sound. I'm really tempted to get the sound. It's fun. We could do a watch party.
His like little like interjections are so good.
I'm not hearing you singing, Dollar.
Yeah.
Heartbreak
on?
Mermaid. Bad. That's terrible.
You don't have to sing if you don't want to. It's okay.
No, I was. It's hard to sing and try to get the notes right.
Oh, I understand. It's hard to multitask for sure with these things. And on stream,
I was gonna volunteer that I would strip if you did if you sang along, but now it's too late.
I mean, I will 100%.
You can do another song.
I'll do another song, and you have
You
to do
another
that.
song. Yeah, if you do it, I'll do it. You
All
can
right.
do it.
Eric, you bozo.
All
Is
right,
that like a
we're gonna do it, guys. Get ready. Hot tub stream is starting now.
Oh,
By
don't do
hot
this to
tub,
me.
I mean, no, never mind.
Don't let everybody see me chicken out live. Don't do that to me.
You guys set it up. It's
All right,
That's your
all right,
Yeah,
chat.
there's
All right,
there's a
chat.
you
mistake.
kept saying it.
I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it to the
Unless
chat.
You guys do it.
I'm leaving it to the chat. Do we continue with the karaoke or do we go fight some Yakuza and thugs? Or do some other
What we
things?
could do is break it up too. We can
Yeah.
always come back.
Yeah, we can come back.
Yeah, let me get a few more cognacs in me.
Well, that could be arranged.
Hello.
I keep pouring it.
After.
Rafter, hello.
Hello, hello.
Did we post on Twitter? Did we announce the stream on Twitter?
I made it earlier this morning.
I'll send out a blast on my.
But a blast would be
just
good.
on mine.
It's always good to do a reminder. I'm really bad with that.
Arcade, yeah. Let's. Where's the arcade? Let me see. I think the arcade is not too far. Not the erotic videos. Not on stream.
Not on stream.
We'll get.
We are
YouTube will not be happy with that.
a child or a everyone rated everyone podcast.
Are we though?
Or the
I'd say the
main show.
podcast,
Main
the
show, yes.
podcast it is. The after show
For
gets
sure.
Saucy. Get saucy.
It's not that
nasty.
saucy.
It's so
not that
nasty.
bad.
It gets so nasty. It gets so
It's like
nasty.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Or TV-14, whatever
Alright.
you want.
I would say it's TVMA, but not not high on the nude scale. I don't think
It's
we've had
like-
any.
All right. What do we got
You know how
here?
they have the cartoons that are MA,
Yeah.
that are not nude, but like they just say adult humor.
Right. Adult situations.
All right, we're gonna play a little bit of Outrun.
Sexualized imagery.
Out.
It's like you take your M-rated games.
So
Most
steer. Okay, accelerate.
That racy.
Gear shifts, brakes. Okay. All right. This is easy enough. I just gotta remember. These accelerate. Oh God, that
Where
was.
we should talk about what we're doing.
Wait, how do I add?
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we can
yeah,
talk
we can
a
plug
little
that.
bit
Yeah.
about Southeast Game Exchange. Did you want to do it?
Get ready.
Do it.
Oh my God, why is it so loud?
You can do it. You're starting.
So yeah, we're gonna be presenting. We're gonna be.
Is this too loud?
At
Did it get like really loud all of a sudden?
We cannot hear.
Okay.
chat. Let us know if it got too loud. 'Cause Emily and I are.
Because it sounds really loud in my ears.
Without any of the anyway, we're gonna be presenting a panel at the Southeast Game Exchange. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. And it's
On
gonna be a good
Saturday.
time. Yeah,
All right.
it's Greenville, South Carolina. We'll be there all weekend, but our panel's Saturday at like 1, I want to say. Yeah, everybody's
Someone's saying
dying
their
from
ears are
the
bleeding.
from
Okay.
the
You
sound.
need to
No, then we're
lower
not gonna
that.
do that one.
How could you do that to them, Dalla?
All right, let me see. How do
How
I
could
get?
you, I have to repeat. Okay, I'll repeat it once we get the sound figured out. I'll repeat it once we get the cars figured out.
Let me. Why won't
I
it
don't
let
get
me?
why it's so loud.
Well, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did not mix their audio well.
Oh, I got to do it outside here. Yeah. All right, so no arcade games for now because it like literally turns up the volume to like 11 all of a sudden.
We can skip them for now.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll come back.
Well-
But anyway, one more again. I'll just say that we are going to be presenting at Southeast Game Exchange. We're having a panel, not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, the weekend of July 18th in Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, Saturday at I think 1 p.m. is when our panel is, but we'll be there. All of us will be there the whole weekend. So it should be a
Yeah.
good time. If you are going to be in the area and you want to come to the convention, come hang out, say hi. That would be fantastic. Love to see you.
Yeah.
We'll also have Try from My Life in Gaming as a special guest on our panel. And it's going to be, I think, at 1 p.m. on the 19th.
Yeah.
And panel room number 1. So it should be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a ton of fun. I'm excited to go to South Carolina.
Maybe share what the topic is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about remasters and the impact on classic JRPGs.
So how's all the remasters, remakes, how's that influenced our classic JRPGs? And also just JRPGs in general. So there's a lot of things we can talk about. Some ideas. And
I feel like-
a bit more casual.
Yes.
Did the sound just get like? Did something change in this game that the sound just went higher?
You might need to lower it in OBS.
Yeah, let me fix this. I don't know what happened. It didn't touch anything. All of a sudden, it's.
Some of these games are so, I don't know. It could be annoying. The settings.
Okay. Let me pull this down a little bit.
But yeah, July should be a very exciting, I think, month for us as a podcast, and we'll have another exciting month towards the end. We'll talk more about once we do.
Yeah, we'll get through this. We'll get through this,
get through
and then
this.
we'll
Gotta get through the first
get to
one.
the next. We'll get to the next.
And then the next reveal with more fun. Or
Yeah.
That's fun. Be a lot of fun.
Dalla, I mean, it'll be fun either way. Yeah, Dalla and I are going to be road tripping down to South Carolina together.
Couple lads.
It's a 13-hour.
Couple of lads on a 13, probably more like 15 hours with like stopping to charge.
Yeah.
So like a 15-hour trek down down south. So, be good times.
I'm just fine. So I am taking a red eye. It's not kind of fun. Going coast to coast.
How long is that flight? 7 hours? 8 hours?
I have to split it up, so it's 12 hours.
Oh.
First do my little pedal jump flight, and then go into DC, and then another pedal jump.
It is something I don't think about a lot, but it is actually really nice living near like a major airport because you don't have to do that, right? Like you just
Also, you're like in the middle of the
direct flight.
country, so you can go to either coast. Very
Yeah,
easy.
direct flights pretty much either way. So
Yeah, a bunch. It was just a couple of space ghosts, coast to coast.
Just when you
Oh
go
damn it! I forgot.
abroad, a bit longer, at least.
it costs
Japan.
more, yeah.
And it costs
Japan
more.
cost so much, and it took so long.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I actually
What should I give
slept
him?
on the plane for the first time. in
slept.
A
months.
modified model
Someone
gun.
saying, yeah, you were saying that you can't sleep on plane.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever been able to. I slept for about fitfully, not like good sleep, but for like the first half of the flight, both ways. So
That's good.
yeah, I was glad.
Yeah, I
for
think
that.
I definitely slept through most of my flight, which was nice.
My buddy who was with us, he cannot sleep on planes decidedly, and every time I would kind of wake up and look over at him, he was just playing Balatro on his tablet. So I think he played like 13 hours of Balatro.
That's a lot of Balatro.
That
It's a lot of.
I think it's a good plane flight. It's like addicting. You get out of your system once you win that.
Yeah. Press from all the Balatro.
Yeah, but that's another reason why I don't like necessarily bringing a lot of consoles when I'm flying, because I like to sleep in the air. Whenever possible.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a good idea. If you can.
And it helps you sometimes adjust too to like time zone differences.
Wilson.
I've been trying to fall asleep early to get ready for East Coast time.
Mm.
It's been difficult.
Yeah, you're always up till like 4
I'm a little
o'clock.
bit of a night owl, so
Yeah.
I try to stay up late, and then I fall asleep.
you try.
I try
That's-
not to,
that's
and
not a
I
bad
just
thing.
I can't help but be up late.
I'm just more productive, I found, in the evenings than I am in the morning.
Yeah, come on.
For me, it's just the only time I can play games. Like if I actually want to play the video games that I want to talk about on my YouTube channel, I have to do it really late.
Well, you could do. Fall asleep super early and wake up super early.
That's true. Yeah, I try to do my like physical activity early in the morning right now. Is where I've set it up.
That's usually the
I'll do
healthy
my-
time of day to do that.
Physical activity? What is this?
Yeah, I mean nothing strenuous, but like
He has a home gym.
I gotta make some changes here, fellas. I gotta make some changes.
It's good to be healthy.
Yeah.
Not at all. And it's always good to change up the routine too. Don't block, so
This morning it was actually not 90 degrees at 7 a.m.
Oh my
so
goodness.
I was able to go
What's
out
going
and
on
actually
here?
Do my walking outside, which is nice. It was like 68 degrees. I looked at the temperature when I got it. I was like, this must be some kind of
I'm getting my butt kicked all of a
some
sudden.
kind of glorious miracle.
well, we're starting to get the heat wave here. It's been nice the last few weeks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the weather lately. So bad.
It's been bad.
Yeah, the weather's
The
been
Midwest, man.
pretty miserable.
Stupid. It's been stupid.
Yeah. I'm not really looking forward to Greenville. It's gonna be so much worse.
Greenville's going to be so humid. Having lived in
So
that
humid.
region, I can tell you it's yeah, it gets hot. It gets hot.
Yeah. Like I'm used to it from like my Asia trips. Like really bad humidity and heat.
Bowling alley? I guess we
It's
can
been
do
like
that.
a year since I've experienced that, so to readjust.
Alright, we're gonna make our way to the bowling alley. The bowling alley.
Oh, thank you, Lurock. Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
we did both have videos come out in the last 24 hours.
We did. We did.
Oh, you've got one of the works, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now. no, I do have one. I'm so behind. But I'm planning, hopefully, I think I might stream after you, Emily, tomorrow. I have everything ready. So just a heads up, like, I'm going to test it out for tomorrow and just see how it goes. Even if it's going to be a little bit late. But
Hey, it's...
I was looking at my schedule, like, for the week of things I need to do, and I'm like, tomorrow's probably my best bet. And I'll probably maybe do, like, a midday stream on Wednesday as well, if tomorrow goes well. And I guess I can...
Just getting your foot in the door, you know? Like, just trying it out.
Yeah, and I can bring up, so, like, I picked out the game I'm gonna stream. And so... It's a fun one.
Are you keeping that close to the chest, or are you?
No,
you gonna tell us?
I don't mind telling this. Like a heads up to everybody. I'm gonna be streaming Bakeru, which is it's a platformer. A 3D platformer I've been wanting to play. It's a spiritual successor to like Goemon series. I have it in my Steam library, and I haven't really like done much with it, so it's a good excuse to sit down and play it, and play along with. You know, whoever wants to join.
Some internet friends.
Some internet friends. So, I don't know if anyone's played Bakeru. Have you guys tried it out yet?
I have not. I don't know if I even know what it is.
Trailers of it.
It's like it's basically like a straight up 3D platformer, but like it uses the taiko drums like as like the mechanics to fight. You know what taiko drum is? Like the taiko game? Yeah. And so it's really good looking. It's only on the Switch and Steam though. So it's the only places you can play it.
The Switch physical, I think, only came out last year.
Yeah.
Or within the past 6 months, something like
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of like the old Goemon games, so this is definitely something I've been wanting to play.
Ganbare Goemon.
Ganbare Goemon.
Yeah, I should. You know what I should do if I were to stream? I should do a non-stop Harvestella stream, like this just keeps going 24/7 until until Square Enix until Square Enix announces a sequel. And they'll have to do it because it will be like a hunger strike. It'll be like this era's hunger strike. You know, those hunger strikes are played out. Now it's going to be non-stop Harvestella until Square Enix announces a sequel. So the ball's in their court. They could save. They could choose to save.
They could choose.
I do like that idea.
They know how much I love that game. I've made it very clear to them how much I like that game. They know how much I like that game. They shouldn't be surprised. Desperate people will do desperate things.
See, Rock wants you to stream. Brandon's been hesitant, so we need to encourage.
I have been hesitant. If any of you would actually like to see me stream, I'd love to hear it, just because I feel like nobody is gonna care. That was my assumption. So if I'm wrong, I would love to know I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But
what are we talking about?
Always wrong.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
Hey now, you're not my wife. You can't say that.
That's true. I can't speak for you. But let's see. How's the first chapter discussion going?
It's going okay.
Agreement? It's not as polarizing as last time?
Yeah, I mean, I only, like, the way I handle comments is I pretty much just, the first hour or two, try to get in there for the early adopters, and then I avoid it because it usually turns nasty around that point.
I feel ya.
There's, yeah, like, for the most part, it seemed like people were generally, because I'm not making a
Definitive
case that's like saying you need to do this. I'm saying here are the reasons why it would be good to start with the remake. Here are the reasons why it might not be so good to start with the remake. So, I think you have to try to get mad about that, and some people did try to get mad about it. Yeah, somebody was like really mad at me because like I used the term final thoughts, and they're like, how can you have final thoughts about a game that isn't out yet? I'm like,
I saw that comment. Yeah.
I was like, that's not what that means.
They're very angry at
my
you.
final thoughts on this
No.
subject. But okay. So yeah, but it was one of the first comments, so I engaged with it because I engaged in the early comments. And it was like, you know, hey, you know, I feel like it's an interesting topic and it's worth exploring. And I'm not saying he's like, well, you were right. Well, he was like, well, you had just had a video a couple weeks ago where you were like worried about the localization, and I'm like, well, I am, like, that's still a concern, but like most people. Well, some of it has, but even regardless, like most people are not going to care as much as I do about the localization.
Yeah.
It is not going to be a huge factor, and it's not going to be something that I would say to a newcomer. It's like, don't play this game. I'm boycotting it. Like, also, I'm an adult man. I'm not going to be like, I'm mad that they were woke. Boycott this game, or so. You know what I mean? Like, that's silly. So, like, I feel like it's still valid to be like. It's probably going to be great. It's a Falcom game. They haven't made a stinker in like 20 years. So it's fun.
Beautiful.
I know. Like, no matter what, I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to play it.
That's definitely going to be their day one.
That's a day one Dalla every day.
Yeah, J-Rev, the experience is like, we get it. I mean, you're a hipster for specifically Harvestella. Stop contact.
Oh my god.
Stop it. No, I know that there are people in Square Enix that feel very strongly about Harvestella. I had conversations with some of them at like Anime Expo last year, and we were just gushing about Harvestella together. So like, there are people that work at the company that love it, but I just don't think the suits are gonna do anything more with it. Yeah.
And also the main director, right?
He did. I mean, they work with outside directors all the time. There's no reason they couldn't bring him back. But like, you know.
We don't know if they left on bad terms.
It could have bad terms, or it could be that he does a spiritual successor somewhere else, and that's fine too. You know, Square Enix doesn't want to pick up the bag of money. I'll give the money to somebody else. That's okay.
The 3 frames for now, just in case this goes badly.
Match bowl?
We're bowling right now.
Is that what they call bowling?
Was it?
Match bowl? Is that just the place's name, or?
I think that's the place's name.
Bowling?
Yeah, just
Okay.
All right, let me. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Ren, 13 is really the last one that needs to be remastered in at least some way, right? Like pre-PS4.
Bad on the Series X. I just don't have that.
Yeah, it's the definitive way to play the game right now, which is silly. That like that's the only way to play it in a definitive like 4K. Oh, hang on, I gotta take this phone call. My wife's calling. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
It could be nice if Xbox made their library available on PC, but I don't know.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I have no
Maybe spin it
expectations
more.
for Xbox right now.
Yeah.
You got this?
All right.
All the recent news has been sad. Despite some of their wins from this year, like financing certain projects.
Ooh, I spent too much on that one. Okay.
When was
Yeah,
the
I
last time
know.
you went bowling?
I went the other day actually.
You did.
I bowled a 160, which is not too bad since I haven't played in like a year or two.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's been a long time since I bowled. I get fatigued very easily. Like I do well in the beginning. My arm gets sore. I need to work out my arms.
You.
Spare.
And the same with like free throws. Like I just get fatigued after a while, and I don't know if it's also a focus thing. Like I don't like doing them. Anyway. Yeah, Microsoft and Xbox are going some very times. It's not looking good.
Nope.
Direction that they've been kind of pointing towards. Their focus on other areas of Microsoft
Oh no.
and trying to liquidate stuff to Finance it.
The fact that being bought by a company with seemingly limitless money is basically a death sentence for a studio now is not great.
Not encouraging at all.
Not at all. Oh, it's less frame. Okay, let's see.
Oh, beautiful. Sorry, I'm seeing the thing before your last frame.
Oh.
So I don't know if
Are you ahead of me? Are you ahead of me?
I don't think so. No, we should be the same.
Yeah.
I'm watching the stream.
All right, that's bowling.
At most, that would be
ahead
a
of me.
second off or so from you, but I don't think I'm that far off. So that now we just saw his last frame, and he left one pin, right?
I did.
I'm behind you.
You're behind me? Maybe you got to refresh it.
It could be that, or it could be because of proximity.
I love that. You guys will see it, but it's.
No, I'm watching it on YouTube though.
I am too. Okay. He's talking to the staff.
The comment.
So maybe that's helped.
You just like the discussion the staff has with him. It's beyond. She has a bowling form fetish.
Oh.
Oh, that's why that's her job.
Oh, it's a sub story. Okay, I didn't realize I had a.
If you got them unusual kinks, you got to do what you can to
Hey, live your.
seek it out.
Them out.
Live them out. Yeah.
Your best life.
Do what it needs to happen. Going into number.
Did you guys
Topo Chico number
hear
2.
about the leaks?
Which ones?
There's a DK64 leak apparently.
For like a remake or
Coming to Switch.
or Switch.
I saw something that there was some Switch
N64.
leak, but I haven't looked into it.
Is it like?
I don't know if that's what this is.
I'm surprised DK64 has not been on the Switch like N64 classic like NSO thing.
Yeah, but they've dropped the ball on a lot of NSO stuff. You play Pachinko?
You gotta be able to take the Pachinko, right?
Or are they
Because I
trying
need
to
some
make
sweet
it-
donkey rap. Also, the multiplayer in that game is fun. Well, I mean, I don't know about fun. The product at the time, fun. I remember it being fun. Oh, got knee to the face.
Da, da, da.
All right.
Let me pack some punches.
I feel like I've done most of the sides.
This is just like Windbreaker. They gotta make Windbreaker into a game.
I'm always weary of a disco. We can go to the discoteca.
You're worried about
Disco.
discotheques?
I wouldn't. No, I'm not worried about that. But anime, like, games tend to
Oh.
not.
Ninja
Yeah.
games?
They're just never good.
That's true. I'm more hopeful than.
Actually,
Or
the best
optimistic.
anime game was it Fist of the North Star, which is basically for the PS4. That was basically Yakuza, but anime form, like an anime version of it. They took like the mechanics of Yakuza and just made it a Fist of the North Star game. Oh, we passed it. No,
Do
that's.
you count Digimon as an anime game?
I guess so. Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Hyperspace is good. And then I liked One Piece Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
And I hear Dragon Ball Kakarot's good.
Kakarot. Yeah, that's true.
Not claim. Too much.
We're going to the Maharaja.
Dragon Ball Kakarot. Scarlet Nexus is, I don't think it's based on an anime, but it is
No.
very anime.
It's an original IP.
It's a very much anime
Very
game.
anime-esque.
It's like Code Vein. Like, it's an original IP,
Yeah.
right? That they,
Mm-hmm.
like, anime-ified.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's boogie.
You actually see him dance, or is it like first person?
I don't think I've done this.
No? Let's see him dance.
All right, let me see. What do I gotta do?
This is what's the meme where it's like it's Friday night and then it cuts to
Friday Night Fever.
hear you
Saturday Night
dancing.
Fever.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Is it a cyclist?
Lots of sweet moves.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna bust some moves, guys.
So it's like doing DDR, but with your controller.
Friday nights, Queen of Passion.
You can play this with your feet, but it's hard because you just have
Oh,
to
I'm sure.
try to hit the little buttons with your toes.
DDR is not easy. Also, I had a tendency
Especially
to
if you-
stop, which is awful.
Especially if you're just using your little toes.
Oh man,
Little
Koi
bit.
no Disco Queen. Let's go. Should I do normal or easy, guys? How bad do you want to see me?
I want you to do good, but I don't want you to like have an easy time. So do normal.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it. We're going. All right. I've not tried this one, I think.
Yeah, you could start with easy and then.
No, I'm gonna go all in on this one. I don't know. I'm not gonna even. I'm barely even. I'm not gonna look at anything.
Okay.
Just
okay.
do it.
I'm just gonna dance my heart off. Let's
the
do it.
popular Idol song.
Dance the disco. Push the buttons in the rhythm. Yeah, Dance
haven't
Dance
done
Revolution,
DDR.
baby.
All right.
Since the
What do I gotta
PS4.
do? Oh.
It was one of the games I played over at Friends.
Oh, I gotta get close. Okay. All right. Here it is. All right. Okay. This is not bad.
Did I tell you guys a story about my college friend who, yeah,
Oh.
had a friend in college who,
Oh. Okay.
so we all went through a Dance Dance Revolution phase in college. We were all playing it regularly. We were in the basement of our dorm, and my wife's dorm room was 2 floors above mine, and her roommates would complain about
Oh,
the
wow.
stomping. We were below them, 2 floors below them, and they'd be like, the stomping is ridiculous, you guys need to stop. So that's how we were into it, is what I'm saying. And one evening, some friends of mine lived in the room down the hall from us. And one of the friends was a big, like, hardcore World of Warcraft guy. Like, the kind of hardcore where he doesn't go to class. And also he doesn't shower. And just plays World of Warcraft all day.
Oh, why is it?
And
Sensitivity
there
went
were,
up.
unfortunately, in that room, there were at least 2 of them like that. Well, one night, because we
Oh my
were all
God.
into DDR, one night that friend had a DDR party with some of his sweaty friends, like nobody that I knew, but like a group of young men that were of similar physique and similar sweatiness. So they had a Dance Dance Revolution party,
That was not good.
these like
Oh, I'm getting booed.
These shut-in guys just going crazy.
That was terrible,
in
guys.
DDR all night. Like, I kid you not, outside the room with the door closed, down the hall, you could smell them. You could smell them. The door is closed, down the hall, you could smell them. So a friend of mine who lived in that room but was like, I don't want to be in there for this because I don't want to die. He was in my room. And he was like, oh my gosh, I need to get something out of my room. I have to go in there. And we were like, what are we going to do? So we got a can of Febreze and we put rags over our faces and we ran down the hall, spraying the Febreze in front of us, ran into the room, spraying the Febreze so that he could get the thing we needed. And then we ran back out, just spraying everything with Febreze. It was harrowing. It was harrowing. So anyway, that's whenever I hear DDR, that's the first thing that comes into mind is those very, very, very sweaty boys. Just the sweatiest boys that you can imagine. Yeah, it was
That
just.
looks like an interesting minigame.
Yeah, it's a fun little.
Because you have to time it right and press the buttons. Like, it's multiple things you gotta consider.
You got to use all the parts of the brain.
All the
Brain
parts.
working.
It would take me a couple tries to get used to it. It looks
Get your brain working there, Abdallah. Yeah, exactly. The smelly cartoon hand. It's like the odor. It's like
Yeah.
drawing Actually, in this case, it was like pushing you away. Pushing you away.
I'm like,
Yeah, fortunately, I don't really sweat that much.
you're lucky.
That's,
Yeah, I'm fortunate.
It's good and not good. 'Cause we do sweat for a reason. One of these
Some
few,
people sweat more than
This
they
is hard.
need.
It just has to do with regulation, right? Of your body. But yes, there are people who sweat more than others, for sure.
Man,
Like it's when you see those, huskies who are in the heat. And
This
they
one went
can't
up a
cool
notch.
down, you feel bad for them. And they can't
I
sweat.
was not prepared for that.
Just pant.
Can't.
Can't, but even then, it's not enough. It's so sad.
Should I do
Those
another
dogs in the
dance?
Arctic where they belong.
Would you like to see another
I don't know,
dance?
chat, what do you think? Should Dalla dance some more, or should he do
Should,
something
should I
else?
try to get better at this one, or just cut my losses and out there?
You know.
It's up to you. Do you want to continue, or would you like?
I don't mind either way. The second one like
He's-
ramped up the difficulty like a lot
Were you
more
on-
than the
sorry,
first
Were
one.
you on normal mode or easy mode? You might want to start on easy and then work your way up.
It was on normal
So-
mode, but like
That's
the first
okay.
one. No, I'm not gonna go
I know
easy.
I peer pressured you into playing harder, but
No,
you don't
I'm gonna.
have to.
I will. I'm gonna do Friday night at normal. This is it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna become a dancer tonight. That's it, guys. I gotta.
I support you.
My hands are getting
Do not look.
sweaty on this one.
No?
Those cutouts? No.
What?
It's not practical.
I don't know.
The dresses, they're cutouts.
I've never worn a dress like that before, so I don't know how it would be.
I would not want to sit in those.
Well, they're not
Alright.
there to sit, you know. They're there to dance. So
They do not look comfortable.
they are the same dress, just a different color. I don't. That
Yes,
seems
they are.
embarrassing too.
Now there's something with the suit option, which looks a little bit out of
Oh, come on.
place. Like they just came in from work.
Yeah. Dalla-chan, you can do it.
I can't do it.
Spam Dalla-chan in the chat to support him. Dalla-chan.
Also, why is the icon like a little ghosty?
I wish I could slide it down.
Dalla-chan. Dalla-chan.
Oh, I can actually use the D-pad.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like that would be easier.
Oh man, that makes it so much easier. Okay, still sucking at it though.
It takes time and practice.
All right. I was trying to use the stick, which is probably the worst idea.
Yeah,
Dalla-chan, yo.
whenever I have a grid, I use the D-pad.
Yeah, I'm a real D-bag for the D-pad.
All right, I'm gonna do it one more time because now I feel like the D-pad's the D-pad's
game
where it's
changer,
at.
right?
It changed my whole perception of this. That was a oh, what's going on here? That's it. Impressive specimen, guys.
I've always said that about
Are you talking to me? Can you
Always.
come? Who are you? Lover of dance and lover of women. This guy knows.
you. Got him down to a T.
Okay, got it later.
Yeah, the D-pad is where it's at. Like, when I was playing Chrono Trigger on the DS, I didn't use
What do you
the
want from me?
analog thing on
That's my
the 3DS.
playground. I've been watching you
Oh,
dance.
heavens no. Heavens no.
The D-pad
Nutty.
is where it was at. Also, it's more comfortable to hold on the the 3DS XL. It's in the D-pad.
I'm closing in on the end of my Chrono Cross replay.
It would have to be
And-
replaced now.
How are you feeling about it?
How many times? Oh, I've only played it one time.
Oh.
I played it
Oh,
when
man,
it came
Dance
out
Battle?
25 years ago. And I'm replaying it now in full for the first time. Because I'm giving it another chance. Because when I played it as a kid, I tried to convince myself that I liked it because it was Chrono. And I still thought that there would be more Chrono games because I was like, you know, they made a second one. Why wouldn't they make a third? They never did. And then I just kind of stopped thinking
Alright.
about it.
A dance battle now,
And-
guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now I just
Not
wanna
this?
I just wanna I just want to replay it and give it a fair chance as an adult, and I'm doing it. I'm doing that.
That's good. That's good. Because I do feel like there's some games that come out with different expectations that, change your perception of how you felt.
And like I feel like I'm.
Process is a good example of that.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of that. I'm a much more like a much more of a mature thinker than I was at 16. So I'm able to better look at it as, judging it as a sequel to Chrono Trigger and as
I'm already on the bad foot.
And that it's the way I would view it is actually pretty different depending on whether you consider it a Chrono Trigger sequel or just a game on its own. So.
Too bad Abdallah can't dance well himself.
Yeah.
What's that?
We can. That's true. We could do that.
Come to Siege and I'll do it. I'm stuck. I was talking too much.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Though. Just drop my phone on the floor. It's fine.
I'll hit my mic.
This is very arm-centered dancing.
It really is.
Oh, why am I doing this?
It's all in the arms.
You're almost up to the fever level. I'm guessing that's the meter, right?
Oh, I didn't realize you had to. Okay, never mind. That was terrible.
I just realized you stopped doing it a long time ago.
I did.
Wait, did I beat him slightly? I somehow beat him.
You just skirted by.
I skirted by, but like a less than 100.
But then you have bad there.
I know, it was all bad. A quarantine dance party. Not really. You wiped the floor with me. I was terrible, and we were just doing arm dances.
Disco Star.
Yeah, Ren. What Square Enix has said is that they're going to be paring down the number of side project type things that they work on. Experimental stuff.
We danced hot. We danced
dollar stuff, which I think is a mistake. I think it's taking the wrong lesson from the issues that they've had over the last several years. But suit's gonna suit. That's what they do. They're like, let's make another Final Fantasy 16 that will make everybody mad. Let's do that. Or a 15. Everybody was mad about 15 too. Everybody's been mad about Final Fantasy since 11, basically. So
this is like a very dramatic dancing subplot. That Kiryu, he's good, but not quite at my level yet. Well, that was an experience.
Hey, you.
I actually enjoyed it. If I focused more, then yeah, maybe. All right. Whew. What time is it, guys? It's I've been in the club for ages. I'm just not for real. What time is it? I'm saying I've been in this disco.
8:20 your time.
I've been in this disco for ages. Walking out into Kamurocho for
FFDDR game. Just call it FFR.
This reminds me. It reminds me. So there's this movie, it's like a. It was not a very. It's like an indie movie type thing, but it's called the FP. And the whole premise of the movie, it's like a post-apocalyptic movie, and it's got all the tropes of an 80s action movie where like a Rocky movie where they have to train and everything. But the whole premise of behind the movie is that when there's two rival gangs, and the way they battle it out is through DDR. That's just a post-apocalyptic world where that's how they battle. And
I think that's preferable to armed conflict. Sure.
I agree. And it is the funniest. It is a great movie.
Do they use the bar?
Hot. Oh yeah.
They hold onto the bar.
Get really intense and use the bar.
The whole intro sequence to that movie is the funniest because the brother, the main character's brother, gets in a heated battle in the beginning, and he DDRs so hard that he dies, and so he's dying in the arms of his brother. And it's this whole sequence, and it cuts like
too hard.
It is the funniest movie. I recommend drinking and watching it. It's one of those movies. Sumimasen. Oh, I'm sorry. I just assaulted.
Sumimasen.
Oh, come at me, bros.
Also disturbing.
Oh, the movie is called the FP. F is in Frank, P is in P. Oh. Oh my god.
P is in P.
Oh, I should probably heal myself because I'm like limping.
Let's say there's no peace.
There's no peace. Yeah, it's a great movie. I don't even know where you can watch that movie at this point. I'm sure it's on like some sort of like Apple Movies or whatever.
I don't know. Some of the obscure stuff you can only watch via DVD now. Sad.
Yeah.
All this lost media.
That is true. That's why physical media. Physical media is important.
Offer it. Now we're getting all these, you know, direct to TV and
I started buying
to
Blu-rays
streaming,
again, guys.
You buy
like,
what?
oh,
Blu-rays.
What'd you buy?
Like getting.
Oh, yeah.
I just bought Adult Swim Fire. What's it called? Adult Swim Fireplace.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that called?
I don't know.
Adult Swim Fire.
But I tend to buy Blu-rays. I buy like 4K Blu-rays and then also normal like Blu-rays or like DVDs in general.
Sorry,
too.
it's called Adult Swim Yule Log.
Oh, the Yule. Okay.
Which is honestly one of the coolest movies I think I've seen in the last 6 or 7 years.
Exactly. Yeah, Ren. Exactly. I still get 4K Blu-rays just because the sound quality and everything about it is so much better than streaming. The bit rates are so much better. So you get, just like the audio is just, it hits better.
Streaming's good for one-off. You never experienced it, and then you really like something, you want to rewatch it.
If you just or if you just want to
And it helps you like it helps me meaningfully pick out movies to watch because like when you're scrolling through like streaming sometime and you're
It's
just like
so hard to pick anything.
Oh, it's hard.
So like some nights I'm just gonna pick something off the shelf and just watch that. And I'll do that even on my CRT. Like I have a bunch of VHS movies like, you know, the Star Wars movies or like Jurassic Park and stuff like that I'll like sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna watch that tonight and watch it like in original VHS.
Do you have any Criterion collection?
Oh, I have a handful. I have a lot of the Kurosawa Criterion collection Blu-rays.
Most of the Blu-rays I have are animated films. I realized.
You watched the trailer? After you watched the trailer for the FP. What'd you think? That movie is gold.
I think I want to though build out more of a movie collection.
You should.
The things that I definitely just want to own. I just don't have the space for it. It's just like with books right now. I've kind of limited myself to my e-reader with a couple of books I have physically.
I don't watch a ton of movies. I'm much more of a like either TV show or video game guy as far as that goes. But like the movies that I really love, I want to have them in some kind of physical form. You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of Blood and Donuts. I'm gonna have to look that up at post-stream. But it sounds ridiculous.
Sound familiar to me either. Sounds interesting.
But yes, please go watch the FP and report back, because that movie was one of my favorite, just like ridiculous movies to show friends in college.
1995 Canadian supernatural comedy horror, Blood and Donuts.
What is that? Barnes & Nobles is doing the yearly Criterion sale until then. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I think the most physical media that's not video games I own are consoles, DVDs, and Blu-rays. Those are ones I always prioritize. But they don't make them as cheap anymore because everything's become streaming.
Yeah. Well, I also like, I rip a lot of my movies too onto like my Plex server.
I do that too.
So
Not
like,
on server, but on a external hard drive.
yeah, because like sometimes like I like the convenience of digital aspects too as well. So I
great, yeah.
So like sometimes I go like it's a good way to kind of just also back up my movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking to get a
fine,
NAS.
I'll take one.
Like while the
Digital archive.
I'm gonna set up a NAS in my house.
Do you
like,
keep your
not only for
computer
my
on all
YouTube
the time?
stuff. For the most part.
Because you could just.
Good for the computer, is it?
It's okay now. Like I think back in the day it was more of a problem, but it uses so little power to just be on. It's fine.
I felt like when I built my PC and kept it in sleep mode, my electricity bill like doubled.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
Huh.
No, this was during the winter months, and we have solar in where I live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you're not getting as much
So
Solar.
that might have been a factor.
Yeah.
Like it's not so bad now, but I turn off my PC every night now.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with turning it off, but it's generally fine to leave it on. But yeah, I want to get a NAS because not only for YouTube, because I have to capture basically full games worth of footage, but then I can rip my movies and like keep them on there and just access them.
I only
That
say
would be
that
super great.
for like because like you could go the like you don't have to do a straight up NAS. You can just have a computer built.
No,
like,
I know.
If your computer's always on, if you have like a mini PC, like right now I have like a smaller PC to right here.
Like a media server, right?
Yeah, like a media server that I have like my hard drives connected to. So I have like it's not necessarily a NAS, but it's just like
Yeah.
an enclosure that I can put multiple hard drives in. And the computer acts as the network connection.
Yeah. I really like the one I'm looking at is that Ugreen. Which one is on this? Just the simple 2-day one for a while.
Oh no, you didn't get the Steelbook edition. Oh. Do they still have the special editions on NIS America's site?
Well, they have the Switch 2.
Oh
and
no.
The Switch 1. I don't know about PS5.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, they still had stock.
Because I can't remember.
I would be very surprised if it was pulled out of the special, like the collector's edition right now.
Because
Yeah.
they pushed back the date, so I feel like they haven't closed off pre-orders yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've still got plenty of. No, the PS5 sold out.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't.
Weird.
Usually it doesn't
And
sell out
PS4
that fast.
Plenty of the Switch, but yeah, the PS5 is sold out. Dang.
Man,
I think they're trying to do that to push the PS2 version, or the Switch 2.
nobody wants that.
No one wants that. No one wants that.
Nobody wants that.
At least there's a Switch 1 option still available, but they are different dimensions, and I think everyone was like, a lot
Yeah.
of people are saying, why is the Switch or the PS5 and Switch 2 different prices? So my guess is they closed off. Maybe there's some other production and we're not aware of.
I mean, I you know, I don't think that they would short one of their products to push another one. Like,
I think it's strange. Though they could have, you know, had loaded, like, they were probably anticipating the fall release. So maybe they were going to close it off and they already, like, had that scheduled. That's my guess.
Plus, like, the popularity of
they-
getting a
And into
PS5
January,
edition
they
is probably higher.
kept it open.
the PS5, the PS4 and 5 are the ones that are sold out, and yeah, those are the ones that are going to be the most popular anyway. And
Because of
you
the
know,
history
I'm
of which
sure
rails.
because of the history, yeah, and I'm sure they had a set amount that they had published or had printed. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some batting
My
cages
guess-
again.
There's probably multiple factors we can't necessarily decide
Yeah.
on.
Exactly.
No, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I just think it's like they just sold out. It was,
Just
you
a
know,
little suspicious. But
it's an anticipated upcoming release. You know,
my
Yeah.
guess is they just allowed for more Switch copies to be made because of the Switch 2 announcement. And they didn't do that for the PS4, PS5 version. That's my guess.
yeah. I mean, I was thinking that maybe the PS5 and PS4 version of Daybreak 2 they still had stock of, but they don't. They actually
No.
they're sold out of those too. They still
those
have Switch.
generally sell out around release, and then once everyone's had their copies and their extra ones, they sometimes put on their website, and those sit for a while because no one realizes they're there. But
Yeah,
then
they get. So I'm
once
sure
they
they
get scooped
have.
up, they get scooped up.
They have extra stock that, like, so when it says sold out here, almost 100% guarantee, that doesn't mean that every single copy that they've made is accounted for. They're holding a substantial number back for catastrophic shipping issues. Like they're gonna have a portion of the shipment is gonna be held back. If everybody gets their copy and it's fine and there's no issues, then they will then put those on the website to sell the overstock.
They have a
So
history.
yeah, and that's pretty decent and pretty normal business practice. So like, yeah, just keep an eye out post-release for for that to go back up. It may very well go back up.
Yeah, if you really want this.
Yeah, but it is interesting to me that the Switch version does not appear to sell the collector's edition does not appear to sell as well for them on the Switch. You'd think it would be the other way around. People like being so gaga for the Switch.
I think they like uniformity though in their steelbooks. I do at least.
I mean, I do. I understand that. It could be that more people than I think are into that. But it just seems like a weirdo thing, and I'm a weirdo, so it's like I get it. But
Hey, collectors are weirdos.
Oh.
You like that
it's true. That's true. And I guess if you're buying the collector's edition, you are obviously interested in more than just like playing the game. So.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what the numbers are of the Switch copies versus the PlayStation copies. Imagine they're similar, including the standard edition.
Yeah, if they're learning from history, they should hopefully be printing less of the Switch if it's not selling as well. But who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
I think because of the Switch 2, they probably allocated more.
Could be.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Could be. Is this going to go on more sale before, like, by tomorrow? Because I think that whole Amazon day
It
thing
starts tomorrow. I
Trails
would.
in the Sky First Chapter Steelbook. They'll have more copies available, at least through Video Games Plus, and maybe some other, like their retail store
Yeah.
and conventions they go to. It sounds like they made a lot of them.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible there will be. Yeah, VGP usually they're going to get.
They've confirmed
Yeah.
they'll have some.
They're going to go fast though, and so be
We'll
ready
have
for
to
that.
beat out the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like the retail, they're going to be shipping, I'm sure, to some other smaller chains if they put in orders. I have an extra one that I'm going to be doing a giveaway for, so keep an eye out for that too. I bought multiple because I was worried that Dalla and or Emily might not be able to get one, so I wanted to just secure as many as I could. So
He's a real
Somehow
one.
we did.
but somehow everybody did
Yeah.
get one on the podcast.
I was worried because
I've got
like
extras.
it was acting up and I was I think I was
was
driving at the time too, so I was like the most on my phone doing things I probably shouldn't be doing, but you know, the risks you take.
I had multiple calendar reminders, like on my work calendar and on my personal calendar, reminding me like, whatever you're doing, I know you're at work, shut it down, focus on that.
I was driving through the Smoky Mountains at the time. So it was like,
Yeah, it's very fortunate that you got one.
I was really worried I was not going to get it because like I was worried my reception would also cut out too, being in the mountains.
It happens.
But yep, I got one. So all's good.
But yeah, I think right now we can't beat the Mesa collector's edition price point, and I think a lot of collector's editions they're going to continue to get more expensive over time.
I know.
Unfortunately. And offer less.
Everything is more expensive now.
More expensive, and they offer less.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, I'm running out of physical space, so I'm not as upset about offering less as I.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
there is a pro. That's true.
And it's like if there's nothing in the, if there's nothing in the collector's edition that I want, then it's like, hey, great, I don't have to spend the
You
money.
can skip it. And sometimes you can just wait for the standard edition to go on sale before getting it.
That's what I did with the Sky First Chapter collector's edition. I looked at what they were offering, and I was like, not worth it for the price. So
yeah.
I'm paying $200 for that.
Instead of doing that,
skipped it.
I bought I pre-ordered 3 figures.
Yeah.
Oh. I
So
didn't know you pre-ordered 3.
I also did this Shizuna.
Oh.
So
That's good.
yeah,
Gotta get Shizuna. Chaos
So-
Gremlin.
Gotta get them all.
Love Shizuna.
Oops.
I like the way that one looked, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna pre-order that one.
Oh, what
So-
was in the Final Fantasy Tactics collector's edition? I forgot that.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
happening.
And the 3 of the Chocobo plushies with different colors. Didn't they have like is it a paper house or something?
Yeah. My problem is like
I don't have the tactics.
Square Enix special editions are not that great for how much money they cost, plus the shipping they
They're good.
force you to pay.
I think they're good, but they're just so expensive. Like this one looks good. Like there's like if this was a Nisa release, I'd be like, absolutely. But it's $200. I can't like. $100 is like the perfect price point.
And you have to pay for shipping too, I think, right?
Square
I think
Enix
over
shipping
200 you'd
is
probably be okay.
pretty bad. Well, I don't
I think
know.
over 200 you'd be okay with Square Enix, right? They must have some kind of.
I don't know
I think
actually.
They do.
I don't think
Always
they
have to
do.
pay for shipping. I know the Pixel Remaster collector's edition. You have to pay additional shipping.
Ugh, that's awful.
Yeah, like I don't think they're a good deal.
I don't think so either. Like for the
Like,
price
to
that
me,
you
it's
have to
just
pay,
everything.
like the stuff is nice sometimes. Like the tactics ones is nice if it was like 120.
The Dragon Quest one with all the acrylic standees.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That one bummed me out because I don't love acrylic them.
It's a lot of acrylic. Like you have to make a lot of space if you want to display that.
I
Honestly,
like a bit of acrylic, and I tend to like it when it's like an art piece. Like I like this little thing with, all this little crow. It's cute.
I want people to do more what like
Um,
Gung Ho did with Lunar. Like that's a reasonable price for like
Diorama?
a special edition thing that comes with
Oh.
like a T-shirt, a bunch of other things. Like that's not a bad
That
price.
was actually well priced.
Yeah, like that's a
For sure.
for what you're getting in that set. You're actually paying pretty decent price
So,
for.
consider that
Lunar swag.
price, and then you add the $60 game on top of it.
Yeah,
that
it's
would
fine.
be like the collector's edition.
Oh,
Like I would
man.
say that's similar almost. To some of these.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
I think you do get more items though in the Gung Ho Lunar
A
set.
lot more interesting stuff that you get.
And if they're ones that you like, then that's even better. Like that would,
When I
qualify
joined
for that price.
Oh, we were having an emotional moment in this scene that's coming up, guys.
I mostly bought it because like, as much as I bitched about not getting one, it's like if I don't buy this, I'm just the biggest hypocrite in the world. So
Don't buy it just for that. gotta buy it because you like it.
No, I like it.
It's actually, I think, a nice set. I'm
just a
actually
goof.
wearing the T-shirt that comes in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to get that T-shirt too. I mean, it's an extra
in a
large, so it's a little.
kind of big.
The one they were giving out for the new one is like an extra large, so it's definitely bigger. But I mean,
Yeah, it's bigger than the one I have.
it'll be comfortable for around the house or maybe on like the podcast and stuff like that.
If you want to DIY it, you can make a patch out of it and put it on something.
That's true. I'll probably never do that though. I'll probably never find the time to sit there and do that.
It's not
Yeah, the odds of me DIYing something is negative. There's no odds. It's the
ask
opposite.
Jen.
That's possible, yeah.
I'll ask Jen as well.
That's much more likely to happen.
She'll be like, no, Abdallah, I'm not gonna do this for you.
No, forget you.
You suck.
Yeah, for collector's editions, though, I'm kind of abstaining from all of them except for like 3 franchises right now.
Same.
But we'll see if I buy more, even though I have room for more collector's editions. I just don't want to make the room right now.
Yeah, that's like Ren, exactly that. It's like, not only like is it expensive, but like at the same time, you're waiting like a year at least until you get that.
Technically, the Trails one's supposed to come out before the end of the year, though we'll have to see if they are
I do not
delayed,
trust
like
them at all.
usual.
They always say that,
Well-
and then next thing you know, it's a delay.
Well, they promised our steelbook with the game is supposed to arrive on time. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see about that. If anything, I might have to.
Yeah, I'm less worried about that is because I've already pre-ordered the game from Amazon as well, so.
Yeah, I'm
I'll be
hoping
able to
to
play
probably
it
just get
regardless.
that digitally, so I'll just play it right when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a code if I can because I'd like to review it, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
I would love
Who
to get a
doesn't
code,
seem to
but I don't think
want to give me stuff, so.
I don't think I'll be able to get a code, but I might just double dip. I don't know.
Decide when the time comes.
I'll probably be like FOMO and then buy digitally just to play it. It depends on how long it takes. Like if it's gonna be like an extra week, then maybe I'll like. It's fine, but I don't know.
Well, maybe you should start a game and be like, okay, I'm content with playing this game before it comes out. Yeah, I haven't seen any steelbook bonuses from Best Buy. Who usually does those?
Yeah, they
What's
usually
the
have
brand?
those.
Was the last one they did with Visions of Mana? Like, I feel like
I think so.
they kind of stopped doing those. I know they did it for Final Fantasy VII. That was the last one I got.
I think they stopped focusing on physical media as much. Like it's still easy. Like
Or rare bonuses.
yeah.
Though Tactics, I think on Amazon.
Oh,
you
oh
pre-order
God,
them
he's
with a
there.
Poster,
I gotta run,
like a
guys.
foldable poster or something.
I don't want to get my butt kicked. The giant
So
man.
it's possible there might be announcements for pre-order bonuses later on, because I remember for Xenoblade Chronicles X, it took a while for them to share what the pre-order bonus was from Best Buy. So people would have already pre-ordered it before the event. People decided to visit a Nintendo store, they won't like it. It's possible they're just late announcing.
Oh, I triggered something. All right. Of course, I coming up. I just triggered a side quest.
How many side quests are in this game? Like,
Oh, there's so
a
many,
bunch.
and they're all
A
crazy.
jillion.
So that's why if you could mainline the whole series, you're just gonna miss out on all the side content, and it doesn't take that long.
Right, you skip all
I
the
feel like
side
you
stuff.
stuck out the fun.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think the games are plenty fun on their own. But like, if you want to invest the time into the side quests, like it is enjoyable in a different way.
It
Though.
probably adds, right?
Like the stories in Yakuza are very like dark and serious and like organized crime stuff, and then the side stuff is often just goofy and funny, and so it's like a very different vibe, at least from my limited experience with Zero. So it's fun in a different way. But like, yeah, I did some of the side stuff with Zero, but when I get to the main series, I probably am just gonna mainline the story stuff.
You're tight on time. All the games coming out.
Too many games.
I'm coming here.
Too many games. I agree. What Nintendo did for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's awful.
Yeah, we can't allow that to happen again.
I'm glad they haven't done it again.
Emily, you have to pay
They haven't
attention
had
to
an
the
opportunity.
sub-story.
What big collector's edition have they released since that?
They must have done something.
Did Engage
so.
come out after that?
Emily, you gotta
Fire
watch.
Emblem Engage?
You gotta watch the sub-story.
I need to?
Yeah.
Oh, SMN. Oh,
S-
dominatrix stuff.
yeah.
I see. This is not an E for everyone.
It's an E for everyone who's into S&M.
Oh man, the poor dominatrix cannot dominate. She doesn't know how to dominate. All right, I gotta help her out,
Your
guys.
terrible humiliation skills.
He's not good at humiliating.
That is, yeah.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
No, she's crying. She's not a sub. She's trying to be
No,
a.
No, she's a dominatrix.
she's a dom with the
I
heart
know,
of a
but
sub,
she's
and
crying.
that's rough.
Yeah.
Seems like they have reverse roles there. But
Customers pay you because they want you to abuse them.
did you do like a side game for this?
I just walked into it.
Oh, okay, I'm behind.
Yeah, I was just walking and all of a sudden it just triggered.
You had to take a whip or something? Do stuff? That would be quite the side content if that were the case.
Hey, check it out. Got ourselves.
Isn't this
a
the series that has like real Japanese porn stars as like the?
Oh, the hostess
Like
clubs.
80? This part of the stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's like some collectible thing. You can get all the actual Japanese porn stars.
Interesting.
Aww.
That is
Sure
part of the
is.
culture.
I suppose it is.
It is. The AV stuff, like, you could walk into, like, one of those mandarakes, one of the floors just, like, all AV stuff.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, you know. You did that, too.
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
And,
Bacon
I
boy.
think when Ellie and I were trying to look for
Little
certain, like,
masochist piggy
figures or
whoops taking
something,
up.
I think we went up this escalator thinking there was, like, more over there. Oh, we went to the wrong section.
Or the right
It's
section.
embarrassing sometimes walking, like,
Oh, and
through it,
there's
so,
no
like,
way to come back
find
down.
the exit if it's one way. Yeah, exactly.
The only way to get out, you have to go all the way up.
You have to go all the way.
All the way up.
And as you go all the way
All
up,
the way
it
back
gets
down.
weirder and weirder.
It does. There's a secret boss when you finish all the side stories, so there's an incentive to do it.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron. Glad you liked the gaming video. I finally got one of those Pocket 3s, which has a gimbal. So I finally had some steady footage done with. So I was
Love the gimbal.
attempting it on my. Yeah, it's nice.
Don't
I
call me
wanted to
that.
just start practicing it because bringing this with Siege or just have some hopefully good vlog content. We'll see how it works out.
I'd show you mine as well, but it's what I'm using right now as my webcam. So
Multi-purpose.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's
the Eats
real-
figures are great, especially Donna. One of the nicest figures I have behind me.
Oh man, cognac's hitting me.
Good.
Oh no.
That's what it's supposed to do.
What was the safe
do
word?
this
I missed
job.
it.
Was there?
Did we establish a safe word?
I don't know. They talked about a safe word.
Oh.
Oh, in the game.
Can you
Okay.
teach me how to punish people?
You gotta have a safe word on the podcast.
Well, we could consider that.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Do
idea.
not talk about this. Safe word.
Safe word.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draft an email for a potential future guest
Oh.
here.
Abdallah, did you recruit that one guest that we talked about?
Oh, not yet. Let me do that. I'll do it right after, actually. I didn't want to bother him during the
should.
holiday weekend. And I realized that when I was saying
Okay.
that. I was like, it's late, and it's like,
Monday's great.
yeah. I'll bother him today. Because he's usually up late. I'm
I
excited.
love the Gen
Yeah.
2 Eevee plushies. And just Eevees in general. Bram's one of my favorites. For sure. But you have to have SB on next to him. Like they are a pair. They are a set. They need to be together.
The safe word is Umbreon.
Safe word is Umbreon.
All right, we're gonna go through a session, okay? We're gonna learn how to be dominated.
How to be dominated. We didn't establish a safe word though, have they?
Umbreon.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the story.
Oh no, I don't know. Did you say I have to play the?
Hi.
I want you to play the role of the thoroughly masochistic client.
How saucy does
Yeah.
this get?
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Okay. I have high expectations here since it was built up.
I mean, it
Here's
gets
gonna be
as
the
saucy
sub.
as they can get without having to do much in the way of animation.
Yeah.
Sure, that's true. Gotta keep it simple.
Because these are budget titles. Don't forget.
That's true.
Don't expect the world, and you'll have a good time.
I gotta enter her chamber though.
That sounds dirty.
There's literally children right behind them. They're like in a park.
Yeah, I think they're taking the role playing a little too far here.
Yeah.
Like there's literally like you see children in the background. It's just this is how you get put on a list.
Mistress,
To my
I
role.
serve you today.
But you're a dominatrix, right? Yes. I'm supposed to be.
She doesn't look like a dominatrix. I'm sorry.
She's
I
too
think she needs
timid.
to consider a career change.
Probably. You need to understand what it means.
I don't think this is the role for you.
We'll see what happens by the end of it. She might become like crazy.
That's true. She may have her true colors exposed. She could be masking here, for all we know.
Oh, okay. All right. Ooh, which one should I do, guys? What do you think? When it comes up, I'm gonna let you guys choose the greeting.
So there's either your parents would cry if they knew you were here. Who gave you permission to speak, pig? It's not like I'm happy to speak or anything. Which one do we like?
Which one do you guys like?
1, 2, or 3?
Who gave you permission to speak? Pig sounds good.
I mean, that's the one that the
That's
dominatrix
the
would
most.
say.
Yeah.
That's the most, aggressive one. I would say.
All
That's
right.
the one that hurts my feelings the most.
Let's
and that's
do
what
it.
I want to do.
Let's go. Yeah. Option 2. They're agreeing with us.
Okay. It'll show me choosing
They're on board.
option
They
2.
know what the dominatrix should say.
I serve you today.
We all know a lot about dominatrixes or dominatrices.
I don't know what the
Is
plural
that the plural of dominatrix? Dominatrices?
Dominatri?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nani?
What would we call their collective group?
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Hit us
What's
with
the
your
collective
best.
group of?
Hit us with your hottest grammar take. Is it dominatrixes or dominatrices?
Or dominatri.
Herd, a dominatrix.
Or dominatri.
Yeah.
A herd? Yeah, the collective
A herd.
Noun. All the ones I'm thinking of are dirty. I gotta tone it down.
Don't know.
A cuddle of dominatrixes.
A flock?
It's got to be something. It's got to be a word somehow
Weird.
affiliated with them. Yeah.
A murder of
A murder.
dominatrix.
No, that just sounds like a
That's
crime.
fitty.
All right, we have another question coming up.
They take it too far.
I'm gonna get you
Another
guys'
question.
take as well. Which one should we choose for this one? How do you want to be treated?
Stepped on
I
with
want to be
heels,
whipped.
obviously.
I want to be
You want to be whipped?
humiliated.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're just
And I
reading.
want to be
the answers, I
stepped
think.
on with
Okay,
heels.
I thought you were really excited about the whip part.
That's what I thought too.
No.
I think we can
gotta do
judge
3.
by the. Yeah, I think stepped on with heels is the one that That's the one that I would say is the most humiliating.
I would want to be stepped on. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. What do you think, chat? Same.
Be stepped on.
All right, we're gonna be stepped on.
Matrix equals matrices. So dominatrix equals
These JRPG pursuers. That's about right. All right.
Oh, that's true.
Why not?
That's true.
We can make it math, the matrix.
Yeah.
Or we don't have to mathematize matrices. It's okay. There are other matrices, I suppose. You think of the matrix.
Sure. Yeah, stepped on with heels, I think.
Yeah, everyone's agreeing. It's definitely the heel one.
All right. So the next one is gonna come up too. How should she respond? It's gonna be.
Is there a right choice with this? Like, are we supposed to be like in trails? You're supposed to have the right one.
I think there is some sort of like correct choice, but I don't know.
Gross. I'm the only one who'd do that for you. Ew. No, absolutely not. I bet you'd like that, you pervert.
I'm thinking 3.
I'm thinking 3 too. Not the number 2. TOO. It's getting late here, guys. It looks like Branden is incapacitated there.
Is Branden okay?
I don't know.
Good.
Oh, she's learning, guys. She's learning.
I bet you'd like that, you pervert.
This is so heartwarming.
I know, he's like teaching her how to. Oh no, the kids get involved.
Why? No.
can,
They should be in bed.
can we play too?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't enhance the session. Let me see. The kids watching. What would a Dominic say to message? Oh God.
Censor the. No.
All right.
Oh,
We'll see what you guys want.
what are these choices?
I want you to know what this choice is going to be. So, in a
They're
situation
watching you get
with kids,
humiliated.
what would you say to the client?
Keep your eyes on me and me alone. I don't see anything. Is there something? Go to.
I'm thinking.
Or 1, though I don't think we should involve the kids here.
I don't know if you involve the kids or not. Maybe 2,
What do you
I'd
think,
say.
Branden?
I don't. You know, with kids watching, a dominatrix would say
Is it 1 really?
probably
Okay.
1.
All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
don't
guess
know.
like a dominatrix would
I
say
guess we
that.
should involve the kids. They are.
All right, we're doing it, guys.
Oh man, we're doing the dirty one.
No. Is titillating to them to have children watch?
Well, it's degrading, I guess. But
Yeah, but like in front of adults, maybe.
yeah. This is.
I mean, it's whatever.
It's fiction, but still.
They're watching you, Bean. Grown-ups are weird. Let's go. Yeah.
They are weird.
They are weird.
The weird. The weirdest of weird.
Oh man, we're going into the dungeon, guys.
We're entering the dungeon. Or dungeon.
Yep, that was a weird one.
Surprisingly tame, minus the kids.
Yeah. Was that necessary? I don't know.
I don't know if it was necessary, but it explains how they would interact with kids if they were in the playground reenacting all that.
They shouldn't be in the playground reenacting.
They shouldn't be. Also, it's probably way too late for them to be at the park, right?
Nani?
Yeah, they've got a rough
And
home
they're
life
like in
if
the
they're
red
hanging
light
out
district,
at the
aren't
park in the red light district in the middle of the night.
All right,
Things aren't going well
Going
at
there.
home.
Hi.
we're gonna have a peep show.
That makes sense. Have somebody hide and watch, because then that's even more humiliating for the customer.
So humiliating. Would they know?
I think it's often powerful people that like to be humiliated as a kink. So I bet you this guy's like a CEO.
That is the stereotype in the movies.
I think it applies in real life too.
I suppose.
Everybody
Unless
shows you respect all
There's
the
a
time that you don't.
narcissist, you know, CEO situation there. I can't
Brandon,
imagine
I
doing
need
this.
you to squeal
Like a pig.
like a pig. You got a pretty mouth.
I don't know how to squeal actually. I don't think my voice could do that.
I can't. I don't know how to. I don't know how to put my voice into that.
I will embarrass myself if I attempt. I will refrain. And oink is not really squealing, in my opinion.
Hi.
You give a kid a special magazine in this game? Oh man. Which is more common probably than a dominatrix of kids on in the playground.
I'm getting really uncomfortable back here.
Yes, mistress.
Hey.
Why is he watching again?
She wanted him to watch.
To give her feedback. She wants to get feedback on her. performance.
Honestly, I
Okay,
feel
was
like
gonna
there needs to be
say,
a.
Did
They,
you choose it?
they should put him in the chair in the corner.
Right, he should be more openly watching, no? That's more humiliating.
Well, it depends on
There he is. Okay,
the
no.
particular kink of the client, right?
That
The
is-
client is
that's-
into the cuck thing, then
Okay.
like, well, not
That's
being
true.
cucked, but the presence of a cuck. I guess that's what it would be.
Yeah.
I think that's how.
I don't know. My knowledge of all that stuff is limited by my puritanical upbringing.
So he's basically the kids in this situation. That they.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Oh boy.
Please degrade me. Oh, that's okay.
Your Majesty, Queen Ayuchama.
I don't know what the cuck floor is either. I just agreed.
Cucklore.
I like it. Thanked her.
Just do a little research.
You guys can.
Huh?
So you guys can if you really want.
Oh no, I know what it is, so I don't need to do research about it.
I meant
I
the
know
lore.
enough. I know enough to know that I'm not interested.
Well, is just like, I'm curious, is this the most like iconic sub-story in this game? Or maybe top 3?
I don't know.
Get a fur
What does
belly
chat
warmer?
think? Is this one of the most iconic sub-stories?
We just experienced.
You completed 10 Kiryu sub-stories.
I did.
I don't know what a belly warmer is. I guess it's like
I
a
assume
heating
it's like
pad.
a heat pack that you wrap around your belly. Keeps your tummy nice and warm.
I guess to keep your tummy warm, or does it help burn calories out? So your body's producing more heat. That's the most iconic. Okay, but there's a bunch of good ones apparently in this game. Okay.
All right.
Did you do this in your playthrough, Brandon, if you want to?
I don't recall that sub-story. No.
Maybe not. Since that one probably no.
Yeah, also, like, this, I think at the time I played this, the PlayStation was in just the living room. So, like, I probably, if Jen was sitting there, I was like, oh, she's not gonna do this. She's gonna give me a hard time about playing this game if I do this.
Which one? What?
If I had seen that, I don't think I encountered that sub-story at all. But if I had, I feel like Jen would have given me a hard time.
Giving you the side eye.
And then I would be forced
I
to
don't know. The whole
defend
thing
it.
was kind of awkward, so maybe she would find it funny.
No, she would not.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Guarantee it.
Oh, here's the fur belly warmer. It is said
Fur
that
belly
wearer will
warmer.
revert to a wild feral state.
Seems
So
like
this
a
one,
powerful
defense
product.
is 4, blade 3, firearm. Oh man, 9. You know.
You got all these accessories you haven't worn.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of. Oh man, should I fight with This is unlimited too. I should fight with this Marlin cannon. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I don't know. Do I want to deal with this cop again? Oh, it's another sub-story. Oh man, he's not cut out, guys.
Oi.
Brandon, what's the pain behind
Sir.
those eyes?
My eyes?
Yeah. you were sitting.
I mean,
you were looking contemplative.
I think I'm just drunk. It's,
You two get drunk very easily.
You do.
I don't think it's
discovered
a-
this.
I don't think it's contemplation, really.
Brandon's a bit of a
Can't get
lightweight.
mimosas at all.
Brandon.
Mimosas are powerful. Yeah.
They hit ya.
Nani?
There's different drunks for different types of liquors, though. Cognac drunk is very different than mimosa drunk.
I see.
Bye, Rafter.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn in my stop, please. Honestly, I wish I was a lightweight. It'd be so much cheaper.
No, lightweight is great. It's so cheap.
I know. I
so
wish.
cheap to
I
get,
wish I could.
It's so cheap to get weird.
Yeah. It takes me a lot more, and it's more expensive.
Because I don't drink all that often. I think like
I don't even drink that often
Definitely.
anymore.
I don't have a tolerance. Or if I do, like if I have a beer, like I'll have a beer at night. And that's it. Like, so I actually sit down and
Remind me, I need to
Go to
grab a
town.
bottle of bourbon for the siege.
hell yeah.
So I can party.
Party in Dallah's room, or the room that I'm sharing with Dallah.
Brandon and I are going to be cuddling
We're cuddle buddies.
Cuddle buddies. We're gonna get drunk and figure out who's the big spoon, who's the little spoon. Maybe we switch it off.
For that.
That's true. We
gotta
don't have to
switch
get
it
drunk. Yeah.
I make Jen be the big spoon sometimes. I don't care that she's like half my size.
Literally half.
Like, yeah, I gotta be the little spoon sometimes.
Well, are there liquor laws in South Carolina?
No, it's a free for all. Everybody just goes. So, I don't know actually. I don't know what the restrictions are.
I know, like, I'm
There's-
always thrown off by the different state laws.
I mean,
comes to
there's like
liquor
some
sales.
places will do like you can't buy liquor on like a Sunday or like things like that.
Yeah,
but there's
you can't
no
buy it Sunday, or you have to wait until
Or it has to be in a grocery store, a designated
1
state
p.m.
store.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
states have designated stores. Some states it
There-
has to be like after 1 p.m. or after
Or if it's like high spirits or something, you have to.
Yeah, but there's no like real big liquor laws, and I mean, nothing that we're gonna have to deal with. If you
No.
live there, then maybe.
No.
Puritans.
Yeah, and we're probably just gonna go to some of the bars and restaurants.
We'll go to a lot of the bars and stuff. Yeah, that's primarily what it'll.
Exactly. There's a barcade.
We gotta have some for the room just to get weird.
Exactly. I gotta have like, you know, wake up, brush your teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Yeah. And this is why Jen's not coming.
She doesn't want to deal with it.
I wouldn't blame her for not wanting to deal with the heat.
For her, it's like, well, like we went back and forth about it and had conversations / arguments about it for like several weeks, where it's like she doesn't really want to go. Like she doesn't. She's not gonna have a good time. She's gonna be bored. And I'm like, if
There's
you
probably
go,
mostly video game vendors there, which is
right?
not
It's like if you go, I'm going to be. You're not going to have a good time because this is not stuff that you enjoy, and I'm going to be worried and anxious and upset that you're not having a good time. So I'm not going to have a good time. So neither of us is going to have a good time. So like, why would you do that? Why would you go? You know, like.
Yeah.
So ultimately, she agreed and was like, "Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to go." So she's going to come to PAX though for at least a couple days.
Well, Seattle's more
Sounds fun.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
she
all
likes
this,
Seattle a lot.
art and stuff. Let me see.
She likes Seattle quite a bit.
And she didn't have to, go on that 15-hour road trip.
Exactly. There's that too. Road
How do
tripping
I
with a
get-
couple of stinky boys.
Road tripping with my two favorite allies.
So in Pennsylvania, liquor has to be sold in a separate store, which I think a lot of the central states are like that. I want I'm probably a lightweight, but I just don't feel compelled.
I mean,
Scott was on a Long Island. That just
Those are so dangerous.
they're so dangerous because it doesn't feel like you're drinking alcohol and then mixed with alcohol.
So interestingly, Emily, it's primarily the East and like the Northwest that have liquor laws
guess
that
the South.
restrict where it can be sold. So it's like Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then in
So
the
I was
South,
thinking Wisconsin, and I always think that that's central. 'cause
I mean, it is. It's well, I'd say the mid, or not Wisconsin. I'm sorry, Michigan. And Michigan's still fairly Midwest. But like Missouri or Mississippi and Alabama are the only states in the South that have that. And then it's like the flyovers like Utah, Wyoming, Idaho,
Yeah.
Montana, and then Oregon, surprisingly.
Well, they have to find ways to get the tax because they don't do sales tax,
Long Island's
I
Yeah.
guess.
like I remember I told you guys this, but like I used to go to this movie theater nearby that would do like it's called like they would do like dinner and drinks and stuff there, and we would get they had like one night, I think it was like a Wednesday nights, they would do half off pitchers, and they had like a pitcher of a Long Island, and it would cost like $10, and we would get a pitcher each between friends, and so we'd all drink a pitcher of a Long Island, and then
That's the real deal.
be unable to move anywhere. Just
That's the real deal, my friend.
it was a rough time.
Yeah, in my hometown, California, all the bars, they only had allowed a couple of different licenses among them all, so they always had to buy out liquor licenses. Messy for a while. I think it's better now. I think it's not as restricted, but I don't know other areas in California. But soju is also very dangerous, especially when you mix it with other alcohol.
Soju creeps up on you. Like it's like one of those. It's
It
like sake
does.
in the same way that like, it's
Never
like
had soju.
if you stand up, like if you've been sitting and you're drinking soju, and all of a sudden you stand up and you're like, oh, okay, well I'm wasted.
Stand up and get dizzy.
Yeah.
I get just pukey.
Oh dear.
Whenever I have mixed drinks, I have to be very careful not to mix my drinks. Otherwise, I puke.
Oh wow.
It's
I've
not
never
fun.
puked from alcohol. That's something I'm
Really?
happy to say.
Oh.
My body
lucky you.
rejects it.
Never.
It does not like it.
I've never puked from alcohol.
Yeah. The one time I had the Long Island iced, I had 2 of them. Pukey.
My gosh,
And
I go to
then
Aurelio's now.
pizza.
Now that I know they have their own spin, it's not exactly a Long Island iced tea. They call it a long something else iced tea. I forget what they call it.
A
But
long
it's
night.
It's so good.
I need to come
And
by. We need to get
2
some
of them.
Aurelios again.
I was so because like you remember that one night? I forget we were chatting on here, and I was like, guys, I had these 2 Long Island iced teas at dinner like 3 hours ago, and I'm still drunk. Like I don't know how this is possible. I had a whole meal. I had a whole meal in between
Matter.
those drinks and me being here 3 hours later. I'm still
Doesn't matter.
So with soju, what we would used to do, so like I would visit my friend who lived in Seoul. So when I lived in Japan, I would go there for weekends every now and then, and he would hang out. But we get right up, I'd get off the plane, take the subway to him, and he would already have like a bottle of soju and a couple of tall boys. And you just drink some of the tall boy, and then you pour the soju into the beer, and so you're just mixing beer and soju together, and that's like how you do it. And it was, it was a good time though.
It's a drink.
powerful. Surely is. That's how we do it.
That's right. A kind heart.
The kindest.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
How is everyone's Mondays going?
Yeah, how is
We have a
everyone
long
doing?
week ahead of us.
I know.
I have a long week ahead of me.
Do ya?
Lots of plans.
What you
Full
doing this
schedule.
week?
Yeah, she's got a full schedule.
And videos. Got a full schedule.
Oh, you're doing streaming and videos?
And I might try to have a small video come out Wednesday. Depends how productive I am.
Should I peer pressure you about that cult video we did ages ago that you never
You
released?
should.
Which one?
No, I've been withholding it. I feel bad.
We did a video that we did like a conversation video about a
We did.
game, and
A
I
certain
think she's
thing.
embarrassed of it.
I'm not embarrassed by it. feel intimidated to edit it because I haven't edited stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to
edit it.
I need to backlog a couple of videos for the busy weekends that are coming up for podcast travel. So,
Thank you.
cool. And
We also have to plan out how we are. That's
yeah, we'll need to do a record an episode while we're there too. So I've got to make sure I can reasonably do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a interesting situation for recording that episode.
yeah.
Should be fun though. Logistically
Maybe
not.
You can,
mic.
yeah, I've got a mic. I've got my wireless mic too. Maybe I can bring my podcasting mic as well since we're driving.
Oh,
And
I was
then-
thinking of buying the, the DJI has those smaller like
Oh, okay.
mini mics. I was thinking of getting
Yeah.
that before,
If you want to do that, that's great too. Yeah, then we have
So
then
we can have-
audio on the floor.
because I think it's like you get 2 mics with that, so we at least have 2 extra mics. to
They're
do some.
expensive, but yeah. Oh, I have one mic. Brandon has one mic. You don't necessarily need 2 mics.
Oh, it just comes with it.
Unless
Like
you
it's.
want to use that too.
Well, no, if it's this thing I'm thinking of, one of them might be the receiver. And one
Is
of
it the
them is
receiver?
mic
Okay.
controller.
Yeah,
the
if
way
you get
mine
the mini
is.
one, it comes with 2.
So like
It's
I have. Oh, does it?
$750
Okay.
package, which is expensive.
Because like I
don't have
have
one.
the Rode one, and like
I
this
should
one is
save.
the mic,
I've done
and
so
this
much
one is
stuff.
the receiver. It technically is a mic as well, but like this is what you plug into the device, and this is what you.
I'm gonna save because it's been so
The
long.
DJI one just clips on, and I think it automatically. You have to.
Yeah, I've heard good things about
Do
it.
that.
So like, it's
Does it record over an app or something? Like, or do you have to plug? You have to plug something in.
you plug it
right?
into your phone. No, you don't plug it in your phone. It just connects to your phone.
You turn on a button, and it detects it through
Yeah.
Bluetooth.
I would be wary of something that's not transmitting via a cable.
Of course.
If you're
It's
doing
just
like a
lot of people
Bluetooth
use
thing.
this for the Osmo Pocket. It came with it. So when that comes.
Yeah, oh, okay. Okay. I'd have to see it because like I'm nervous about anything that's doing like
There-
you know,
definitely run the
obviously
risk, of course.
this is obviously transmitting over the air, but to the receiver that is then plugged into the phone. So like this is made to only look for this signal, right? So like these are
So
paired to each
Yeah.
other.
these, I think we just push the button, and then.
So if it's
Osmo
so if
Pocket
it's
will detect it,
made
it'll tell you. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, so if it's made for the Osmo Pocket, then that should be fine. That should be good.
Came with the kit.
The thing that I'm worried about though is that if we're
I don't know how
recording
to
the
sync all of our
podcast,
stuff together. So
That's
what
what
we
I'm
might have
think-
to do is I might have to film it separately. You could film yours with your audio track, and then combining them's going to be a pain.
well, what I was thinking is if I bring my pod track device that we used when you were here, and if we each had a mic that we could plug in to that, then it's easy because then the pod track just plugs into the Osmo or to my phone or whatever.
Yeah, this doesn't have a plug.
It doesn't. Does it have a cable? Well, it has to have a USB cable for charging.
There is the seat.
Yeah,
That qualifies.
I would assume so. I have to look.
I thought it would be an audio jack.
No. You should be able to record USB-C without an issue.
Okay.
But let me. What's it called again?
It's just the DJI wireless mic. I don't know. I could look it up.
DJI wireless mic.
All right. Is
Chunky
it?
guy has a little clip.
Are there
Take a
any
look.
side like fun stuff that anybody wants me to do? Again, like dancing or.
Again? Anything you want to do, doll?
Yeah. What about you, Dal? How do you feel?
Oh,
Is there pachinko?
I don't think there's pachinko. I don't think you can do pachinko, can you? No.
Maybe they omitted that on purpose.
Yeah.
Emily, show me your mic again. Your little one.
I don't know how to play
Can you
mahjong
hold it
or
closer?
shogi, so.
I don't know if it's
Okay,
gonna
DJI.
focus.
Oh, I can
Okay.
do the darts.
Because there are a few different varieties.
Oh, it's the one that comes with the creator pack with the Osmo Pocket 3. If you look at that,
Okay.
point you towards
this way.
the right one.
Which one's Gamba? Is Gamba the one over here? No, it's
Creator
Vincent.
combo. Oh, okay. I see.
I was able to get this for less than retail, which was nice.
Yeah, they shot the price of the DJI, the Osmo Pocket 3 shot way
Yeah.
up.
Oh
It
yeah.
did. It did.
It's so
I did
expensive.
see it on Costco right when I ordered this used for someone.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got mine on Black Friday at Costco, and it was very nice. Lucked out.
But it didn't come with, I'm guessing, this mic.
It didn't come with a mic, but I already had a. But I already have a.
It was just like, yeah. But I think there's a lot of things to look forward to outside of streaming and all of this week. And
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. And then I think at least Brandon and I will be part of a collab video that's coming out on someone else's channel. be
Ooh.
able to
Is that coming out this week?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I can't
over
keep
the
track.
weekend.
Yeah.
I know. We'll have to do another. I'll have to like go further into the game to get to the
Little
Majima,
stream.
and then we'll maybe do another version of this
Hostess minigame.
that we can do some more fun stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go do some darts. I know. Majima
Okay,
would be fun.
let's see. Majima-san. Okay, so you guys have the mic 2 is what it's called. DJI mic 2.
There is no 2 on this, but I believe you.
Yeah, it does not show the 2 on the device.
We'll just do.
Yeah, I don't know how much energy Abdallah has to
Hmm?
be playing. Are you thinking of just playing darts for a bit? And
Yeah, I was gonna
wrap up
try.
with darts?
We could wrap up with darts if you guys want.
Yeah, we've been going pretty strong for almost 2.5 hours.
Are we? Oh man, time
Yes.
flies when you're.
Oh, real
Done.
quick. So it looks like the DJI mic 2, you can use USB-C to connect to other devices to record to, so that should be fine.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Makes it, it's very small and compact.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be doing more streaming on our podcast channel. Again, we want to do it every other Monday. So if you guys have ideas for what you'd like to see me stream on the
Wait, how
next
do I?
Monday stream, let us
How
know
do you
before then.
throw? Okay, throw power. Do we lose?
And like always, if you guys have ideas for
Oh, we lost
podcast
Branden.
episodes that you'd like to see us cover, you can also
Now I'm in 2 places.
always suggest those to us.
Oh, let me fix the stream. Hold up.
Sorry.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
What'd you do?
Branden.
Wrong button.
Lost Branden.
The wrong button.
At least
Watch
he didn't
out.
fly.
Yeah.
See two jealous.
$2.
There was $2 for a moment, and then no Emily.
Well, now it's improved. That's improved. $2.
$2.
That's what everybody wants.
What am I? Oh, 240.
I remember the last time I played darts. I'm not very good at it.
Last time I played darts was like 3 weeks ago.
It was recent.
Yeah.
Last time I played darts was
How'd you
in
do?
Japan.
Did okay. Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess 3 weeks ago I was in Japan, so it was like 5 weeks ago.
3 weeks when you're here.
Yeah. 3 of my home weeks.
Yeah, I feel like the balance of these games, like if they have a really serious story, having that like kind of light extra stuff just makes it not so heavy, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I always like the lighthearted side content.
It cuts the tension.
Quirky and fun.
Does.
All right.
And I feel like that's always welcome in JRPGs, especially.
Exactly, yeah. All right, let me see. I need to be careful. Okay.
So, anything you would like to
Huh?
mention about what you're working on? Either of you?
Yeah, Dalla, what are you working on?
What am I working
You're
on?
all secretive earlier.
No, I'm not really secretive. I have a... What do you call 'em? I'm doing just like a JRPG, some modern JRPG stuff that I want to talk about, and then I have another couple of things. I might do a couple of JRPG specifics, and then I have like a Trails one that I'm thinking through right now too. So a few things in the works, minus like also just trying to figure out my streaming situation too. So I got that. Hopefully I should put out the announce, like the, what do you call them? The YouTube thing for the stream, the scheduled out there.
Oh, you schedule streams.
Yeah, I gotta schedule it. So you'll probably see that before the end of the night.
Yeah.
I already have it. I just gotta like move it to tomorrow. And
Yeah, I need to schedule mine too. I don't know if it's better to schedule the day before or the day of.
I'll probably just give leeway probably before, just so people can see it.
Yeah. I need to share my thumbnail. I'm proud of the thumbnail.
It's true. It is a great thumbnail.
It is
my
good.
Psychonauts 3 playthrough.
Yeah. We have been following the Xbox layoffs. It's extremely depressing.
Yeah,
It sucks seeing them cancel, like, well, on top of like all the people that are losing their jobs, like seeing Perfect Dark be canceled, and then the game that Rare's been working on for like ever right now. And then seeing like one of the two biggest, like, you know, devs at Rare leave the company. I'm hoping they leave and do their own thing. I hope maybe they can pull others from Rare to join this, like, maybe a new version of Rare, and just make games that they love to make.
At the beginning of the stream, I think I said, like, it's insane that, you know, your company being, your game development studio being bought by a company that essentially has limitless cash, like, is a death sentence for your company. Like,
it's terrible.
Microsoft has all the money in the world. Like, they've never made money on Xbox. Like, it's always been a big loss leader for them. Like, so the fact that they're buying these studios up en masse and then just axing them,
like, what are these intentions?
And stop. Everybody needs to stop looking at Phil, what's his name, from Xbox as like a good, decent guy advocate for games. He's not. These decisions are his. He is deciding to buy these studios and then axe them. It's him. He's the devil. Like, he is the devil. Everybody's like, oh, he seems so nice, though. It's like, yeah, he does. He's a sociopath. Like, they know how to pretend to be cool.
Yeah, well, it's just like they're committed to the Game Pass situation, and the Game Pass literally bleeds money. And the only reason it's like they're able to do it is because Microsoft has like the endless money loop, like, situation. And so
yeah, they're gonna keep it cheap until they get everybody on board, and then
and that's like the problem is like
well, they've been shooting it up.
Yeah, it's been going up consistently, and then at the same time, it's like also affecting how like they deal with all the different studios they bought. And yeah, CEOs are nice. No, to do that kind of job, you have to be a certain type of person, and nice is not the language you'd probably use for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can be a CEO and not be a sociopath, but I don't know. At a certain
CEO at that point, I don't know.
Yeah, like at a certain point, depending on how much money is being moved around, like you have shareholder expectations. That's like the public company thing is like the shareholder expectations are ridiculous. Like, they literally don't care about the product. It's just the money. It's just the money. And it's like, that's not how you make a good consumer product.
How you make art either.
It's definitely not how you make art. You know, that's why everything, like even consumer products, are all have built-in planned obsolescence now. Yeah. Because that's the next best way to like increase shareholder value. It's going to increase the value of their stock, and
it just sucks.
Yeah.
And I think we're just seeing gaming kind of taking all these L's. And
yeah, I mean, we're at the stage of
it's a little bit sad how, you know, what the future may hold.
Yeah, I mean, it's super disappointing.
In a way, yeah. I think the democratization of tools, like the fact that tools are so much more accessible to people, and for cheap or free even, it's becoming kind of like you know, what digital filmmaking did for the movie industry, where it's like suddenly people could make independent films for relatively cheap budgets, right? And so it's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing with
Yeah.
games. Is one
have
person
doors open
technically can
now.
sit down and make a game. And
There's-
some of these games that are made by one person are some of the best games that we still talk about of the last like 10, 15 years. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Undertale,
we're
Stardew Valley,
definitely
like
going to see some sort of renaissance or like a push towards more indie games.
And I think we're already
I think we're gonna
kind
Yeah,
of
like,
there.
we're
in
just-
that, and
Yeah.
it's going to be more.
we're gonna be drawn to it because eventually the well is gonna dry up with, you know, Xbox is gonna close every game studio. They're gonna buy them all up, shut them all down. That's
Yeah. It's gonna be like
I don't know what
an
the-
exodus of sorts
What's
of
the
like
end game there? I don't know.
there's
I
gonna
don't
be
understand the strategy.
what sucks is like they're gonna own all these different IPs that like these people that made them also have like when they end up like leaving Microsoft will not have access to that. So they're just kind of like just hoarding these things and then laying
We'll
off
have
their
lots of spiritual
devs.
successors like
Yeah.
Bloodstained for Castlevania, you know?
Exactly.
Same game in you know, just lacking the name.
Yeah, and I'm like, in the state of like the Kickstarter situation with all these spiritual successors too is pretty bad, in terms of like
And how they're not able to get published.
there's a lot of like
Yeah.
publishers are just not. I don't know why they're not seeing like because like a lot of them. I mean, they're funded.
It's hard. Yeah, I think there's some other risks that maybe we're not considering.
Yeah,
It's just difficult, I think, all around, especially maybe in the current economy. But
yeah. Sea of Thieves is a good game. Like that's one of the things that Rare's done, and I mean, it's not like for everybody because it's like more of a live service type, you know, constant.
that
It's an all
direction, so-
forever game, but I mean, it's a fun game, and I think a lot of people had a lot of fun with that. And
we've been seeing a lot of live service games, though, not doing that well. And gotchas, you know, getting closed down. So I think those are also becoming more risky. in
Yeah.
this
They're
case
just
because
not
of
a sure.
competition.
They're just not a sure thing anymore. You know, I think for a while they were a sure thing, and that ship has sailed.
yeah,
Pardon the pun. But yeah, it's just not as easy to make something like that and have it be sticky, especially when, you know, Fortnite exists, or you
Yeah.
know, like
yeah.
how do you come in and undermine Fortnite? Like nobody's gonna stop playing Fortnite to play your game.
Exactly.
It's just not gonna happen.
And that's where like games like, you know, when they were trying to make Concord and things like that, it's like, sure, it could be a fun game, but like it doesn't have the sticking power that like Fortnite does, or like let's say like even like a new game like Marvel Rivals, like it's got the IP that's strong that people will gravitate to because they like Marvel or anything like that.
They don't
so,
make
like-
that much, though, right? Because of the IP.
Because of the IP.
Yeah, they probably don't make as much, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's
They
like
have to
it's
spend a lot of money for
relatively
that IP.
it's relatively popular enough that it keeps it going.
Yeah.
Sure.
It does its job. It's
Yeah.
just they're not making gangbusters,
No.
despite the size and popularity.
But yeah, it's you know, we just gotta see where everything goes at this point.
Yeah, and we might just have to enjoy our backlog.
I mean, I've got enough on the backlog, and there's plenty. I mean, there's a plenty of games
Yeah.
coming out in the next year or two that like we've talked about.
Yeah,
There's still gonna be good games.
Yeah,
There's still gonna
like-
be good
lots of.
I'm
Lot of
still
no
waiting for
experiences for
you know Ghost of Yote. Like that's there's plenty of games like that we're just like excited to
Yeah.
see come
We got Trails First Chapter, Beyond the Horizon.
Beyond the Horizon.
Digimon,
Yeah, Digimon.
Class. Lots of stuff.
There's lots of stuff, but
Final Fantasy Tactics.
exactly. So there's things coming out. It's
No,
just
No Ghost of
Can you
Yote
play?
for me though. I'm scared of ghosts. I don't know
He
why you
is.
keep bringing that up.
I
Throwing
like
the
to
ghost in my
I like
face?
to go kind of scare you a little bit.
I ain't playing no ghost game.
I
Kidding
can
me?
see you're scarred.
I ain't
when you
afraid
went
no
up to that
ghost.
graveyard thing in Japan in the pouring rain, trying to find your.
Spooky. There were ghosts there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like RGG's been really good at pulling this up because like they've also perfected the process and the development of like using, you know, they have reuse assets. It's very cheap like development costs and relatively cheap compared to like how much they're making off of it. So like when those leaks
They
came
know
out,
where to put the money. To make them
Exactly.
effective.
like they are fine and they have like their passionate fans, and that's the thing. It's like you look at this game, it's yeah, the graphics aren't like AAA, but it looks great still. Like I still enjoy it.
Did I ever tell you guys my like wish for, like, if there was some benevolent billionaire out there that loved video games?
Benevolent billionaire.
Like, what I would love is for some benevolent billionaire to first of all exist, and second of all, create a non-profit like development studio that would produce assets, produce like recreations of real world locations down to the finest detail, and create trees, just like trees that can be, you know, used for other things.
Yeah.
Just aspects of scenery. Create all this stuff and make it freely available for anybody who's building a game to use. Because that's the one thing where, you know, we use the indie film analogy to like talk about indie games. It's not quite the same though, because the indie film industry has the world that we live in. They can go out with their camera and they can shoot, you know, footage with people in that world. But like a video game developer has to make all that stuff. And so if we had like something to level the playing field where it's like, if you don't want to make all your assets in-house, here's this not-for-profit thing that's just like free, you know, here, download all of these assets and use them however you want in your game. I think that would be huge. But it, you know, again, requires the existence of like a benevolent billionaire who loves video games. So
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think it's likely.
Yeah, there's not gonna be
Probably not.
such thing. Yeah, Death Stranding looks incredible. And it's not using it's not using ray tracing, like, and that's the thing is like I don't like ray tracing is so expensive in terms of like the cost of use in a game and how it like can affect the gameplay and how it runs, that like baked lighting and other things like that, if done in a more strategic way, can be so much more artistic. And I think that's what Kojima comes from. He's so like micromanaging over everything about games that I think he knows where each shadow sits. He knows exactly how each scene needs to look like, and that's how he like gets a style. It's probably his craziness that makes it so good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that irritates me is I was promised ray tracing in this generation, and there has been so little of it in the last 5 years of this generation.
Yeah, I mean, there's ray tracing here. Depending, like AAA titles have ray tracing,
but it's never to the level that they were like, get ready, it's gonna be intense all the time. It's gonna be great.
It's so expensive. Like even with your 4090, like it'll still struggle to play.
It's taxing
without using like DLSS or something like that. Like it's still.
It's one of those things where it's like they shouldn't have promised it. Like I guess they didn't have enough bullet points to. On the marketing sheet. It's
the same way the PS5 box has 8K on it. Like I think there's one game that can go to 8K, and it's called The Tourist, and it's like this like kind of Minecrafty boxy look, the voxy like style. But that's I think the one game that could actually push to 8K on the PS5. But and they took it off. Like the PS5 Pro doesn't even show. In all the new versions of the PS5, they took off the 8K language off of there because they were just like, it's not real thing. They can barely hit 4K most days with some of these games.
It's fine. I wish that, I don't know what I wish. I loved being so excited as a younger person for like the new stuff. And it's just not exciting anymore. Some of it's just getting older. Some of it is they're not doing as much. The leaps are not as big, you know? The leap from the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2, like nothing has come close to that leap.
No.
Right? Like massive.
Yeah.
And incremental improvements is like, that's fine on like a yearly or biannual refresh, but like you're talking 8, 9, 10 years of a console generation. And you're getting what are essentially incremental improvements. It's like,
I feel like the improvements of like they're more to the technical perspective, not the visual perspective. Like it's like how things are being made, less than like how good they're gonna look in comparison to the previous generation. Like sure, the resolution goes up, which is better. You know, sure, there's some like technology here that's gonna make lighting better and things like that. but it's never going to be drastic enough that you're going to really, you know.
No, and the thing is, you can get a bit more of an improvement if you go the PC route, but then you're spending many times the money.
It's very expensive
to do that. So it's like you can't win. And even then, like, the improvements aren't that great because every game also needs to run on consoles, and often they're not spending a ton of time optimizing the game for PC. They're like, yeah, give them they're like, give them a 4K option, give them a 60 frames target.
Yeah,
that's it.
And a lot of like developers are struggling with, like, because since they don't focus on PC first, so their like releases, like PlayStation has some issues, and like other, you know, Square Enix is
like,
notorious for their PC ports being
also look at a Metaphor
bad.
Remontage.
Yeah,
had a lot of issues at launch. But
yeah,
I feel like a lot of this is just picking your poison, you know.
Exactly.
You gotta weigh the pros and cons, figure out what works in circumstances.
And Ren's right.
I get around that by just getting everything, and then I can have whatever. Just have all the stuff.
There are cons to that as well.
Not everybody.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's true.
That's too expensive for most people to deal with.
It's too expensive for my taste.
Yeah, I can't buy everything. But
you don't have an Xbox Series X.
I don't have an Xbox. That's true. I don't have an Xbox.
You haven't gotten all of them.
I haven't gotten all of them.
But yeah, Hi-Fi Rush, like I think games with stylized, and that's the nice thing about stylized like graphics, is that they age really well. I mean, if you look at a lot of the PS2 games that have stylized graphics, like, you know, Radiata Stories and things like that, like even to this day, yes, Psychonauts, everything, like they scale well and they look good even years later.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you have like a lot of those older games that have tried to do like the lead, like that era's best graphics, and it wasn't stylized, it just tends to look a little ugly over time. You know, dated, not ugly, I would say, more dated.
Yeah. Noticeably dated.
Yeah, because I don't mind dated looks, because like I enjoy old PC.
Sometimes there's like a nostalgic kind of feel to some of those, but some of them it's you're trying to look at them in a good light. Very difficult.
Yeah, I know there's like a lot of nostalgia around PS1 games for people of a certain age right now, and I kind of feel that to an extent. Like, I wouldn't want every game to look like that, but it's nice every now and then.
Yeah.
And those are very dated.
I mean, I did a
reason why
video
we don't see
about
the polygons used that much in modern games now.
I'm telling you, that pre-rendered background though. I'm a fan.
Yeah. I mean, when they look nice, the problem is they just never look nice on modern.
Well, I mean, they would look nice on modern hardware if they didn't lose the assets. Yeah. And
yeah, if they hadn't thrown it all away after they finished the game.
Yeah, if they had the assets and they were like of the resolution of the original, like when they first drew it, it was probably a lot better looking than what ended up on the disc itself, which was like a very compressed version of that.
It's like, hey guys, we just finished Chrono Cross. Let's take all these beautiful background pieces of art and let's burn them together in the middle of the office and get drunk. We'll dance around it.
I don't understand
why.
The logic.
Keep those things. Why would you not keep those things?
They didn't think they'd ever need it again, apparently. I don't know. Like, it's...
Don't take digital photographs of things. Like, don't. Digital does not scale. Digital does not scale.
CRT filters are hit or miss. I think it's gotten better. Because like filters on a like a 4K screen can look good. Like Mike Chi, who does the RetroTink 4K, which is a scaler for retro consoles.
Taki
Udon, who also does some other things as well. But Mike Chi is like a genius in terms of like coming up with scale, like how to scale retro consoles, and he's like, you know, he's done a lot of cool development in that scene, and he's like injected HDR, which makes it brighter, because like CRT scan lines, like when you add them into a retro styled game, artificially it darkens the whole picture, so you lose like a lot of the colors and everything that pop in from that. So like he's kind of come up with a way to like almost give you the closest you can get to a CRT without owning a CRT. It's not quite perfect yet, but we're getting close to like to the point where like we might be able to like experience a full CRT like
But those are expensive, right?
those are very expensive because it's also like refresh rate too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just sticking a filter over an image. It's more
Because
complicated.
the smoothness of a CRT, like how it interpolates and how it moves, the motion clarity of it, OLEDs and things like that aren't always tuned to that. So you need to like have like a 480 hertz, like I think there's some gaming monitors that go up to that point that make it, and there's like people have made really cool things that you can kind of give it a CRT look, and it has that refresh rate that can tackle that and make it look even better. So, but then you're also paying thousands of dollars to get to that point, because that stuff isn't cheap.
It's so funny that like there's this like goal to hit 60 frames per second for most games. It's like back in the 8 and 16-bit era, 60 frames per second was just normal. That's just what everything ran at.
Oh yeah,
you were just running at 60 FPS, like on your NES.
PS3 wasn't 60 not uncommon.
60. I don't think you could typically hit 60 on a PS3.
No.
Depending on the type of game, but typically no.
Those ports, you know, like what was it, Symphonia? Wasn't that like 60?
Yeah.
It may have been. Yeah,
it was on the GameCube.
They made it on the GameCube
The
version.
GameCube was
Yeah.
60. Yeah, GameCube was much better for that stuff.
GameCube was.
I think it was just the advent of 3D graphics that put the brakes on.
Yeah, Alex.
Although even like Ridge Racer, like wasn't Ridge Racer like 60 frames per second?
Yeah, Ridge Racer always kind of worked on that.
What are you playing Final Fantasy Rebirth on for the 10-second lag dialogue choice?
No, it's not the lag.
No.
I think they're just saying that like
they give you
when
some.
they give you an option, you have to pick a choice within
10
a certain
seconds.
amount of seconds,
Yeah.
or it like
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like
Yeah.
anxiety inducing to choose.
So they do
it
that.
started. I
for,
feel like that started with adventure games,
Star
like
Wars.
The Telltale
Walking
games did
Dead.
that. Yeah, the Telltale games did that.
Games
Yeah.
added that, which
don't
like
like
I
this
get that that's like a choice where it's like if you don't say anything, you're choosing not to say anything. But like, let me choose not to say anything.
Yeah.
You know, like let that be a choice, not just like wait for the clock.
That's actually funny because like
like
if you've ever played the Sakura Wars game on the PS4, it times you, and if you don't say anything, it also like that's also a choice. So it also like affects how the reaction to that. So it's funny. The FF9 mod. We always talk about that. I love that Moguri mod. Moguri mod is like one of the best things ever.
Didn't some other fan project just say something that they're working on? Something related to Final Fantasy IX. It's like the Memoria.
Oh.
That's the remake, the like Unreal 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remake.
They
I thought
made some
that
sort
Square
of
sent
tweet
them,
saying something like, "Oh, let's wait for Square so we could say something." No. I don't know
Yeah.
what that meant, but
I don't think Square will let
I
them.
thought that they were told to. I thought they were told to stop it. Were they not told to stop it?
my guess is if there's no remake, they'll feel like that's the okay for them to do it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like that remake is not happening. I
No.
feel bad because people have been so hyped about it, and it's like months and months and months ago, there were credible leaks. There were credible leaks that said, yes, it was in development when that NVIDIA leak happened. Unfortunately, it was canceled quite a while ago. Along with the animated series, they were making an animated series with a European studio was producing it. That was canceled too. It's all been canceled for ages, and people are still like so. It's just like you feel bad because it's like, oh, it's not happening.
I know. Like it would be nice if it could happen,
hyping
but
it so much that people want to happen. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think Square Enix would ever just call out like anything. I think they're just gonna ignore it.
No, if it's a rumor, like a rumor or a leak, they will just they won't say anything.
Yeah, they're not gonna acknowledge it.
It's corporate policy. They're not going to say anything. They won't say anything, which is unfortunate. But like that, that's the way it. Heartless company, heartless corporation is going to do it.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, we still have the Moguri mod. The Moguri mod is the perfect way to experience that game. It looks gorgeous. It's got all the things you need to kind of like quality of life improvements to the game as well to make it, easier or however you want to play it. Yeah, I recommend just playing that at the end of the day. I love Final Fantasy IX.
So to your point, Ren, with the fact that they're not saying we're not doing a remake and they're milking the the Final Fantasy IX hype with merch. It is true they're doing that. I suspect that it's because they had a multi-year plan when they were working on the Final Fantasy IX remake. They're like, we're going to release this on the 25th anniversary, and we're going to also produce all this merchandise and have this animated series, and it's going to be this whole big blitz of like Final Fantasy IX media. And then the other things fell through, and they still had all of these things, and they're like, we need to make some of this money back somehow. So it's like, just sell the merchandise for,
Well, no, the merch will sell.
And it's not the first time Square Enix has done some things like that. I mean, look at all the Xenogears merch they keep putting out, and we'll.
And reissuing.
Yeah, they keep reissuing things. They had the anniversary concert with the anniversary Blu-rays, like the Blu-ray like music discs, or the DVD music discs. I don't remember what it was.
Square Enix is more than just like a developer and publisher of games. They have a lot of media that they publish outside of that. Like there's
they're
a lot
massive.
Yeah, they could do so
there's
much.
so much like in their book section.
Music,
It's
books.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anime, like movie. Yeah, like they're.
There's
they're
a ton of anime
huge.
stuff, like art books stuff, and
yeah.
actually publishing like visual novels and stuff like that. Or not visual novels.
They had
graphic
like
novels.
I want to say like Full Metal Alchemist stuff in the Square Enix store
Yeah.
in Tokyo, which I thought was
I
interesting.
think they published those those.
They
nice
do, yeah.
volumes.
Did they? Okay.
But it was
Like,
just
they
like
actually
such a
publish
weird
books.
like out of place thing because everything else is Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and then here's this
Like,
manga.
I want to get the Apothecary Diaries art book.
It's on
that they
Square
were
Enix,
publishing
yeah.
A lot of their stuff. So they sell a lot of merch outside of their games.
Yeah.
I love the Final Fantasy IX soundtrack. He burned himself out on that for sure. He made so many tracks.
Yeah.
So many freaking tracks, and they're all they're so good.
I know.
Like there are so many bangers on that soundtrack. I would love the vinyl, but I kind of had to stop. For one thing, I've run out of room. I've got my racks completely full. I just can't do it. I can't keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some things I'm just like, I gotta limit myself on this thing, or just don't want to.
Gotta sell some stuff or something. We have all this vinyl, classic rock and stuff that we just get for cheap, and then we don't listen to it. We just have it. So,
Yeah.
Dragon hoarders.
I like the idea of vinyl.
Lay on it.
I like the way vinyl looks and having it, but then I never sit down and actually listen to it half the time.
I don't
and
have
that's-
a player.
And honestly, that's fine for me. I collect primarily for everything. I collect primarily as an artifact collector. I like having the thing, you know. I like having it that I can hold in my hands, and
I think it's
it's
really cool to see also the stuff they include in those.
Yeah.
I've actually been thrifting a lot with my dad because he collects old country vinyl, and they're really easy to find for $1.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, the vintage of how did they produce vinyl back then.
Yeah. And merch is weird because if you love Xenogears or Xenoblade or things like that, Takahashi puts a lot of lore in the weirdest places. There are some figure I think some of the either figures or somewhere I forgot what he put. He would put literal lore to the games that was not included anywhere else, but in this weird little spot. And so he does it also in his music CD compilations and things like that. It's so random, but it's Takahashi, so. Takahashi.
Well, it's 10 p.m. here, and I'm so tired. So I feel
I
like
need to eat dinner.
I need to sign off. And yeah. But thanks everybody
Well,
for hanging
thanks for
out.
Hanging out. We'll have more
Yeah.
streaming of
Yeah.
Abdallah and I tomorrow. On
Yeah.
our own respective channels.
These two will
Exactly.
be doing their stream thing.
I just posted my thumbnail. Go and appreciate it.
If
Ooh.
you
Just like when I
like we said earlier, if you think I should stream on my channel, let me know. But I just don't think that anybody's gonna care. So prove me wrong if you want. Otherwise, prove me right. That's fine too. And we will be doing another podcast stream in 2 weeks. So we will, we will announce that as we get closer.
Yep.
Um,
And
so-
the game, And question?
Look out for that. Yeah, look out for
I'll be
that.
playing?
Send us
Yeah.
if you are a member of the channel, send us, let us know in the Discord
Any ideas
any
for?
game ideas that you might have that you want us to stream. We are open to suggestion.
Yeah.
I have some
So,
ideas,
yeah.
but I'm totally open to suggestion.
Exactly.
Indeed.
So, it's been a wonderful hanging out, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.
Peace.
Bye.